This video was originally an exclusive live stream for our Patreon supporters. If you'd like to become a Patreon supporter and get videos like this, as well as other panels and exclusive content, then check out the link to our Patreon in the description.
Welcome to the Apocalypse and this very special one-shot RPG for Spotlight Indie. I'm HL Tinsley, indie author, tonight's game master, and before we get started on this race-based RPG, I want to confess that I can't drive and I know nothing about cars. Why did I choose to do an RPG?
We're so fucked.
I'm driving cars? I don't know. Was it a mistake? Let's find out. So, as we prepare to put the pedal to the metal, engage thrusters, and soup up the old Mustang, let's jump straight into tonight's game. In the world after the fall of civilization, only two types of people remain: hard as nail survivalist nuts and internet nerds. Let's meet tonight's players. Spencer, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
My name is Jorgen Forken, and I am the thief. Don't look at me like that, Holly. You knew what you were in for.
I told you to come in suitable attire for the apocalypse, Spencer, not to wear your everyday clothes. I'm a little disappointed, that you didn't make the effort. We've also got with us Fraser Armitage. Fraser, are you ready to get your apocalypse on?
I am so. I was ready. I've been apocalyptic since before the end of the world, Holly. You know me. I'm so ready.
Amazing. If anything, Fraser, you probably caused the apocalypse. So
yeah, my bad.
We'll just blame you for all of this.
My bad.
Gabe, you didn't get the memo, did you, about the apocalypse theme?
I did not get the memo, and I feel terrible.
You should.
So this is my apocalypse here, I guess.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows when the apocalypse is going to happen. So, you could be in pajamas when the apocalypse happens.
That's true. Might as well be comfortable, right?
Exactly. Last but not least, we've got one of my D&D ride or dies. It's Thomas J. Devons. Thomas, welcome to the apocalypse.
Yeah, just another Sunday. Thanks for having me.
I feel like Thomas was born in the apocalypse.
Possibly.
Again, just wearing his everyday clothes. Before we get started, I'm just going to lay out a little bit of framework for tonight. So I am super excited about this because I have not one, not two, but three new players tonight. So Thomas plays quite regularly with me in a D&D game, so he is very aware of my D&D styling, and I apologise because I have loads of straps on this outfit that nobody can see. They're just going to keep falling down all the time. But for everyone else, this is kind of a new experience, which is really exciting for me as a DM. So there is going to be some element of guidance through this so that people understand the game and the mechanics. We are going to be very loose with the rules. We are playing for funsies and shits and giggles. So please do not rules lawyer me in the chat. Are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, let's set a little bit of a scene for you. So you've all come together as a fairly new team to racing, and you've arrived at the Dripping Exhaust Pipe Complex, a part derelict estate taken over by those with a need for speed and run by those willing to make profit at any cost. You each bring a specific skill set to your team. My specific skill set is being able to say words coherently. The big race tonight is scheduled to take place at midnight. It is currently dusk as you approach the entrance to this magical junkyard of scrap metal, exhaust fumes, and sweaty men. You can see a number of buildings before you. You currently have no money, and you need to get a vehicle for the race. Ahead, you can see the flickering, glowing neon lights of Big Bad Bob's budget parking lot, where you know there to be plenty of vehicles available to buy or possibly to steal. You can also see Clatchit and Rank Scrapyard, a place to get potential upgrades or things to give your vehicle a little bit of a boost. So, my first question to you, where would you like to go?
Well, seeing as though we got a thief on our team, I think it'd be good to to steal something because
That's
I
what I
always
was thinking. I was thinking the parking lot.
yeah I always
What-
drive faster in like a car
What-
that's hot, right?
What is security like?
You don't know at the moment. You assume that there will be some security,
Yeah.
but if you want to move a little closer as a team and check that out, you can. And we will jump onto our first map for this evening.
Should we check out the parking lot, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. While we're going, since we have nothing, I'm just gonna keep my eyes out for, I don't know, a big stick or something like that.
Sure, you want to look
Start
for a
small.
big stick. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's make our first roll of the night. So, just to explain to everybody that is viewing this, we are using a really simplified system tonight. We have 3 difficulty levels. We have easy, basic, or difficult. So, I'm going to say this is pretty easy. You're just looking for a big stick. Thomas, go ahead and roll and see what you get.
First roll of the night, and I got a 20.
Nice.
Okay, so as you begin to approach the parking lot, I mean, around you, there's a number of other things that aren't really as interesting to you, but amongst them, there are a couple of old oil barrels that have been used for fires. You can see the remnants of a couple of scattered beer cans, some broken bottles, and as you look inside one of the oil cans, you can see a number of pretty decent, slightly charred sticks. And you're very free to grab a couple of those if you would like to.
The biggest ones I can get, and I'll disperse them to the crew.
Okay, everybody has 1 big stick each.
Okay.
First thing added to the inventory. Always good to start the way you mean to go on. So you begin walking up to the parking lot, and there's a few people around. You can see a couple of groups of what look like other racers. There's some spectators who are starting to have a couple of drinks. There's a couple of barbecues going on. It's pretty chilled out at the moment, but you do know that there's a slight undercurrent of tension to this as people begin to prepare for the race ahead. You can see large chainmail fences just around the perimeter of the parking lot. And beyond, you can see that there's vehicles of all shapes and sizes. There's some a little burnt out, some are looking like they could be worthwhile checking out. Spencer, you asked about security. Go ahead and roll. I'm going to say because you're a thief, this is going to be an easy task. So we're looking for a 10 or higher.
Okay. Fuck. I got a 7.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty dark out here. You know, you're sticking to the shadows. You don't really want people to see you snooping around. The only thing that really catches your eyes, you do see a sign saying potential warning of guard dogs. So, you know, that you could encounter a little bit of canine resistance.
Okay. What could we use to deal with the guard dogs? Could we find food or something to throw to distract them?
Sure. Do you want to roll for this, or do you want to allocate this to one of your team members?
I don't know.
Hey, I'm like half wolf, so like I'm like practically one of the pack anyway, right? I don't mind rolling for this.
Go for it.
No worries. Yeah, go for it. Give us a roll, Fraser, for finding food.
I got 13.
13. Okay, so you already walked past the few kind of barbecues that are going on, and after a few minutes of snooping around, you do find an old discarded tray that's got a little bit of like burger meat in it. There's a couple of little bits of bun still in it, so you could take that and try to use that as a distraction if you wish.
Yeah, I'm fully taking the meat, 100%. Anybody want
Okay. We are definitely quoting Fraser Armitage saying, "I'm definitely taking the meat." Okay, so at the moment you can't see any guard dogs, but you know that they're there. What you can see in front of you is a large gate with a thick, heavy chain and padlock on it. It seems like the most appropriate place to try and gain entry, but you're very welcome to have a little look around and see if there's any other entry points or weaknesses that you can exploit.
Can I sneak around and look for a hole in the chain link somewhere? Or
Yes,
something?
you can. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, because this is quite a large complex and it's a pretty big fence, I'm going to call this a basic. So this is going to be a 14 or higher.
Okay. Could we all go in different directions and each take like a side or something? Would that make it easier?
Hell yeah, you can. You just let me know who's going with who and in what direction.
Where are we on the map?
You can decide where you want to have come into. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
just say northeast, south, or west, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay, I will take the east side.
Sure, no worries.
I'll
I'll
take
take
west.
I'll take north
Yeah.
because that's where the disabled cars are. So we all know that they've got like they're going to be comfy.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'll head down south then.
Okay, no. So let's go around. Let's go from the north. So north, go ahead and roll for me. This is going to be what did I say? It's going to be a 14 difficulty.
I got 17, baby.
Nice.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
So Fraser, as you're walking around this complex, checking out this fence, you actually don't notice a hole or anything of that nature. But what you do notice is there's a couple of really large wheelie bins, like big rusty iron things that are stacked up against the fence, which, could potentially help you in just doing a bit of a parkour situation over the top.
I reckon I got my big stick as well. I reckon I could probably
Yeah.
just like use that to like pole onto the top of the barrels and then like just hop over the fence and I'm probably in over the walls right now.
Hells yeah. So, Fraser, as you take your big charge stick and you give a bit of a run up to this wheelie bin, you're going to just hop over the fence. Just roll for me to see how well you land.
15. I'm rolling high tonight, guys.
15. Fraser, you sail over the top of that chain link fence. You drop down. Superhero 4-point landing. You're now inside the parking lot.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay,
I want to see if who else from the crew makes it over before I explore.
Yep,
Yeah,
we're
I
going
was
to check
gonna
that
say,
out
I'm
now.
gonna make my way over there.
So, are you following Fraser, or are you going to try out from your own location?
I'm gonna follow
Entirely up to you.
Fraser.
You follow Fraser, no
Yeah.
worries. Okay, do you want to try and pole vault over the fence?
Yes, I do.
Sure, go ahead and make me a roll.
Ooh, 4.
Okay, so as you've just seen Fraser do this pretty impressive athletic jump over the fence, you follow suit. But unfortunately, of the two wheelie bins, you don't realise that one of them does not have the lid shut. And as you jump over, unfortunately, the stick lands inside, and you end up covered in garbage juice. So,
Oof.
Gabe, you're going to take 3 points of damage from the fall.
3 points of damage.
Yeah, and you're currently still outside the parking lot.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
Thomas, I'm going to jump over to you. What are you doing on your side?
I'm just inspecting for any sort of holes in the fence, maybe ruts I could climb under, or I suppose dumpsters I could climb on.
Sure, go ahead and make me a roll.
That would be a 6.
A 6. Okay, so you basically scout out the entire length of this side of the complex, and it actually seems like this is probably the least accessible side of it. It's where a lot of the floodlighting is. There's not really that many shady spaces where you could sneak through, and it seems pretty robust.
While I'm over there, would I see across the parking lot to Fraser jumping over, pole vaulting over the fence?
From this distance, no, but you'll probably hear the scream as Gabe lands in the wheelie bin.
Okay, I'll make my way back.
Sure, no worries. Okay, Spencer, what about you over on your side?
Same thing. Look for holes. Look for anything I can climb up or skirt around.
No worries. And remind me, which side were you checking out?
The east side.
East side, no worries. Go ahead and make me a roll for that.
11.
11. Okay, so you spend a little bit of time just kind of looking around, just checking things out. You don't see any of the holes that you wanted to see. What you do notice, however, is that you do see that down this side there is one of the guard dogs on patrol.
Oh, okay.
So
I
entirely up to you if you want to stay or if you want to move.
I wonder if I should get the food from Fraser and come back to this side and distract him. What does everybody else think? Are we able to crosstalk?
So, I mean, you can shout, but if you shout, you're probably going to attract attention.
I see.
Um,
Okay.
But I mean, you know where everybody went, so you could
Yeah.
potentially kind of scout around. And I'll say, as you do that, you meet up with Thomas coming up the other way.
Okay.
Hey
we'll
guys,
head...
what do we do about the dogs?
Well, okay, so yeah, I'll head back towards Fraser and see what everybody else wants to do then.
Okay, no worries. I mean, you know where they went. It's not that difficult. As you walk up, you can see Gabe is now covered in some sort of gross-smelling oily liquid. There's probably a little bit of like diesel in there, maybe a little bit flammable. But you manage to bring yourselves back together, and you can see Fraser on the other side of the fence.
We got to do something fast, guys, because this dog's coming and I've got all the food. and Gabe made a racket and now he smells of garbage.
Yeah, now
so like
I'm gonna have to be the distraction, I think. They'll follow me anywhere.
So where should I go? Because like if I run across if I stay in the shadows and I run across to the south and I throw this food, if I just throw the food like to the south end of the car park, then the dogs are probably going to go over there, and because you guys are up the north, you guys could probably try and get in.
Can we see anything from here, like any vehicles that look good, like where we'd like to distract the dogs away from?
You can go ahead and roll to check out what vehicles you can see, or you can assign it to one of your crew members, whichever
Assign
you
it to
prefer.
the mechanic, maybe. I'll know what a good car looks like.
Yes.
Okay, so Gabe, if you're rolling for this is going to be an easy one for you. So go ahead and try to get a 10 or above.
Got a 15.
Ooh.
15. Okay, so from where you are, looking around, you can see that most of the vehicles up this end are either in complete or various stages of dilapidation. Most of them are burnt out. However, there are two that catch your eye. The first one that catches your eye, which is option 1 for you this evening, is the good old big yellow American school bus. From what you can see, it looks like it could be in pretty good working order, and you know these to be robust vehicles that can take a knock or two. That's option 1 for you. Option 2, a little bit more frivolous, maybe a little bit more personality. It's an ice cream truck, painted in bright, bold, beautiful blue and white stripes. You don't know if there's ice cream in there, but there's always the possibility.
I would have to
ice cream, Holly.
I would have to say the school bus, in my opinion, because I think we could potentially fit a little bit more. You know, if we come across something, we could roll out of the back when we're racing or something of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my vote.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's seen The Purge, but school buses are fucking terrifying. So
yeah, I feel like school buses are much more likely to have a tow on the back of them as well. So like we could probably tow the ice cream van out of there with the school bus, right?
If we use the ice cream truck, we could lure a bunch of kids to use as human
oh my
shields.
god.
Or the dog. Yeah, that's a great shout.
Okay, so this is what you can see currently from your viewpoint. You have 2 choices. If you want to go a little bit further in and see if you can unearth any more choices, that's up to you. However, Fraser, as you stand there listening to everybody discussing the potential choices of vehicle, you suddenly start to hear the growling sound of a slathering mastiff hound who has just very quietly managed to sneak up behind you. What do you do as you turn around and see this dog facing you?
Well, I got meat that I picked up from the place, so I could use the meat to distract it. But I've also got my stick. So I guess my first tactic is to try and say, hey boy, come here. Like try and befriend it with the meat. Hope it doesn't kill me. And if it tries, I could always beat it off with my stick. However, I feel like that's really harsh. I feel like I'm coming off like a major like doofus because we love the dogs, right? So like, I don't know. Maybe I'm scrambling back over the fence.
Okay, so quick answer. What are you doing? This dog is now basically got your scent. It's got the scent of burger. It is coming for you.
I'm gonna feed the dog.
You're going to feed the dog. Okay. Are
Mhm.
you throwing this, or are you going to try and attempt to befriend the dog?
No, I'm gonna attempt to befriend the dog.
Dear God.
I'm making some bad decisions. This is a guard dog, right? But I'm part wolf.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I speak their language. So I can, I can try and befriend the dog with Burger.
I'm gonna get
Okay,
some
so
water.
the three of you watch as this befanged beast, just slathering drool everywhere, thick chain collar around its neck, begins running down the complex towards Fraser, who's waving this bit of burger at it. Fraser, go ahead, roll to see if you survive.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's the apocalypse, guys. This dog hasn't eaten in ages. I got food for it, right? It's gonna be distracted, right?
Okay, so this is going to be a difficult one.
Mama, 17.
Oh, and he just makes it.
Mwah.
As this mastiff runs full tilt towards you, Fraser, you hold out the piece of meat in front of you, and this dog slams the brakes on it, basically skids and just kind of Tokyo drifts into the side of your legs, grabs the piece of meat and starts tearing into it. But it seems to lose interest in you completely, giving you a few second window to make your escape if you wish to do so.
I'm running into the parking lot, like away from the dog.
Okay, so you're running further away from your team members at this point. You're leaving them behind. Okay,
I'm
the rest of you.
I'm saying you guys can distract the dog while I go into like the car park. If it's finished getting hungry, you guys can make a noise, right?
We'll just hold Gabe really close to the fence.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got junk to play with. You can distract it, right?
All right, so you all watch as Fraser basically starts just hot-footing it down the parking lot in the opposite direction of this dog. As Gabe, you feel Thomas and Spencer just grab hold of both of your arms and slam you up against the fence to try and distract the dog. I'm going to need for Gabe to roll for me to see if the distraction of his physical body works. And Fraser, I'm going to need one from you to see what you find as you go further into the parking lot.
Oh, I got a 3.
Yeah, I got a 7 that time.
Okay, so as the dog finishes the bit of burger, it turns around, Gabe, it clocks you, and it runs up to basically see if you've got any more of this delicious meat substance that it is now addicted to. And on smelling you and the garbage water that you are currently drenched in, it basically does a full 360 and turns around and starts speeding off after Fraser. Fraser, you don't have time to see anything. You basically Dukes of Hazzard style jump through an open window of an old Cadillac and crouch down to hide from the dog. Your team don't know where you are at this point, so I'm going to come back to Thomas, Spencer and Gabe to ask what you would like to do now you've lost Fraser.
We should probably climb this fence.
Where is the dog?
It's gone after Fraser, so at the moment you can't see where it is.
Okay. Yeah, let's hop the fence.
No worries. Okay, so I'm going to need everybody to roll. This is going to be pretty easy. You could have just done this in the first place, but, you know, people wanted to be fancy.
I got a 6.
17.
17. 18. Okay, so Spencer and Thomas, you shimmy up the fence pretty easily, drop down on the other side. Not really any real problem. Gabe, unfortunately, because of the lubrication of the garbage water, you basically are trying desperately to scramble up this chain link fence, but you just can't make it. You just keep slipping down.
Can I pull him up?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say you pull him up, but unfortunately, you are going to get a little bit of the garbage juice on you as well.
Okay.
My thought also is, why don't I sprint to the school bus? Just get to the school bus, right?
Get inside.
Get inside the school bus.
Sure, you can do that. Okay, so with the help of your teammates, you manage to get inside, and while everyone else is basically trying to find out what the hell is going on with Fraser and whether or not he's been eaten yet, you go and check out this school bus. So, give me an idea of what you're looking for.
I'm looking to make sure, it's got a working engine, tires are okay, just basic mechanical necessities.
Okay, I know what all of those things are.
Yeah,
So
I was about to say.
go ahead and roll to see how well you can suss out this vehicle. It's going to be a 10 for you because you're the mechanic.
got a
so it's pretty
20.
easy.
Oh,
Amazing. Okay, so this looks to be a pretty race-worthy vehicle. The benefits of this to you are going to be that although it's a little bit more slow-moving, it is very, very robust. So it's going to stand up against any attacks or any sabotage or any kind of rough dealings from your competitors. So this is probably a good choice if you want something that is going to survive the race in one piece.
Awesome.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
can I sneak a little further in to see if I can see any other vehicles?
You certainly can. So, ducking down into the shadows between these burnt out husks of different cars, you start making your way through the rest of this complex. Go ahead and roll to see if you can find anything. Again, you're the thief, so this is going to be an easy one for you. So, it's going to be a 10 or above.
Critical failure. it's a 1. No.
Unfortunately, as you start to look through these various bodies of kind of or shells of vehicles, you don't see anything that looks like it could be roadworthy. What you do see on the third vehicle is the sleeping body of a large hairy mastiff, as the other guard dog is currently sleeping inside the car. It hasn't noticed you yet. But are you going to attempt to carry on looking, or are you going to attempt to move away?
Can I keep looking in a different direction?
Yes, you can. So, moving quietly and stealthily away, you start moving further towards where you last thought you saw Fraser heading. And as you look through the various cars, inside one of them, an old Cadillac, you see Fraser down in the footwell of the car, just kind of hiding.
I'm hiding, but I'm also thinking, like, if we can hotwire this Cadillac, we might end up with 2 vehicles here, which would be great.
Fraser, are you staying in hiding, or are you coming out now?
Well, I'd probably have a conversation with Spencer and say, like, you know, where is the dog? Is the dog, like, near? Is it far? Because if it's safe to be with Spencer, then I'm getting out and being with my team. And we could go look together.
Yeah, the only one I saw was over in that other car. Is there like perception? Like, can I see if the dog that chased him is still around?
Sure, go ahead and roll. I'm going to say, because you're a thief, this is going to be a basic task, so this is going to be a 14.
Okay. Fuck, it's a 4.
You have no idea where it's. You don't even remember which car the sleeping one was in.
So basically, the dog's still around, right? Do you want to
As far
get in
as you
here
know.
with? Do you want to get in here with me, Spencer? We could drive to the bus together if you can, because I'm the driver, right? So if you can like hotwire this Cadillac, I'm sure that I can drive us over to the bus. Okay.
I mean, this thing's pretty much just a frame. It's just a burnt out husk.
Hey, I could drive anything. Like,
you could do like Flintstone style it with your feet through the floor.
I'll tell you what. I now that there's 2 of us, I think that we should probably stay together.
Yeah.
I guess, where's Thomas?
Yeah, where's Thomas?
At the moment, you don't know. Thomas, where are you?
I'm still up in this top row of cars by the fence, and while the dog's distracted, I want to look through these busted up cars, see if I can find cans of gas, lighters, rags, anything that could be useful in blowing things up.
No worries at all. Okay, so go ahead and roll the D20, and I'll remember how words work. This is going to be, I'm going to say, because there's so much, I'm going to call this a 14.
It was a 12.
I mean, at the moment, it kind of looks like a lot of these have already been stripped down to the bare minimum. You know, there's other races have been in, they've taken the stuff that they need. This probably isn't the place to find what you're looking for.
All right, then I will continue. I will start heading down and looking for the other guys, but still keeping an eye if I can find anything useful along the way.
No worries. Okay, so Gabe, you're in the sorry, go on,
I was
Fraser.
going to say, I think that what we should probably do is we should probably head back towards the bus, Spencer, because like we got the bus, right? And it's like I could probably see Gabe in the bus, sort of like giving us a signal, like flashing a torch to say that like, yeah, we've found something. So we should probably head over there if we can.
Okay, no worries. So, I'm going to need for Spencer and Fraser for both of you to roll to see if you get past the guard dogs.
I got 13.
13?
I got a 3.
A 3. Okay, Fraser, as you start, you're kind of trying to keep it quiet, keep it stealthy. You're sort of doing the soft foot run as you go. Spencer, you just start charging. Unfortunately, as you do, you just knock this huge pile of old tires that come clattering to the floor, waking the dog in the car and his companion who is just around the corner as they begin to chase after you. And you and Fraser start racing towards the big yellow school bus. The first of the dogs is going to miss you. The second, as you reach the school bus and Fraser turns around to pull you through the door, one of the dogs does manage to grab hold of your leg, and you are going to take 2 points of damage from the dog bite. But you make it to the big yellow bus.
Do I not have bonuses to add to my dice? Can nobody cast guidance? Come on.
Thomas, are you heading back to the bus as well, or are you going for a bit more investigation?
I feel like I'm going to investigate a little bit more.
Yeah.
See if we can find anything useful.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another check to see if you could find anything.
That was an 11.
An 11. Okay. So you don't see anything in terms of what you're looking for, but you notice there are a couple of vehicles that potentially Gabe could check out as other options. I mean, you're not an expert, you don't know a lot about them, but they look pretty good.
All right. I will mention them when I meet back up with the others. But I guess I'll head to the bus then.
Yeah, no worries. Just do me a quick roll to see if you get past the dogs.
When I approach and see the dogs, I'm going to squat down and go, "Hey, buddy," and whistle. Hold out my hands and say, pat my leg and say, "Come on over here, guys."
Okay, so as you do this, the first of the dogs turns around and just you see the teeth go up. There's a little bit of a growl as it starts to slowly walk towards you. It's definitely clocked you. It's fixated. It's coming pretty slowly, trying to work out if you're a threat or not. What is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to befriend or are you trying to distract?
To befriend. I'm not a bad guy. Dogs love me.
Okay. I mean, as a weapons expert, you have absolutely no experience in animal handling at all. So I'm going to call this a 16.
All right. That is a 14. And as soon as I notice that something's going wrong, I smack that fucker in the head with a stick.
Okay. So as the dog begins to come towards you, it definitely gets the sense that you are not there for benevolent reasons. And as it launches, as it gets to midair, you just bring one hand curled into a fist round to try and punch this mastiff in the face because you're a good guy that loves animals. Go ahead and make me a roll to see if you hit the dog.
11.
11. Okay, so you don't connect with it, but it is enough to put it off biting you. So it basically will jump down and just back off a little bit, and it's still watching you. But the good news is, while it's watching you, the rest of you have got a clear route to exit the bus if you wish to do so.
Ooh. Should we just take the bus?
I'm not sure because it's like sturdy. We could probably kit it out.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like it's not speedy.
I'm gonna do is exit the bus and go hunting for more parts.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No worries. Okay, so for those of you that are staying on the bus, Fraser, are you staying on?
Do you know what I might do? I might drive the bus like through the car park just to make sure that, like, because it's working, it's in good working order. That'd be a good way to sort of like move things along and get
That's
to the
true.
other end of the car
and it
park.
would be close by, so we can, I could exit the truck really quick, look for stuff, and if the dogs come around, jump back on the truck.
Yeah.
Is the bus close to the gate currently?
I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, you probably have to drive past the ice cream truck.
Okay. So should we drive the bus close to the gate, or should we have it kind of follow Gabe?
Let's have Gabe's. Let's all stay on the bus. I'll drive it past the ice cream truck, and then Gabe could maybe hop out and just see if there's any cars that are in that direction.
Okay.
No worries. Okay, so we're going to try and drive the bus, Fraser. I need you to roll to see if you can hotwire this car.
I got a 16.
16. This is it's another Tuesday for you. No problem at all. You spend about 30 seconds just kind of, pulling wires out the dashboard, because that's how it works when you're hot wiring a car. The engine hums into life, the lights turn on, and you now have a working vehicle as you begin driving slowly around the car parking lot. Thomas currently is being watched by the dog. Are you going to attempt to befriend it again, or are you going to attempt to run and jump on the bus?
I ain't too bright. I'm going to befriend this dog.
Oh my God.
Sure.
God.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Go ahead and make me a roll.
That one was a 3, so I think this is probably my last attempt.
Okay, so Fraser, as you basically bring this bus back to life and prepare to pull out, you take one last glance, do your safety checks because you're a good driver, and as you look out the window, you see Thomas on the floor with 2 great slathering mastiffs on him, one on each arm, trying to tug him in different directions. Thomas, you are going to take 4 points of damage from the dogs.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I mean,
can I beat
fair.
the horn to try and sort of like distract the dogs?
Sure. I mean, I feel like Thomas has made his bed here, and now he needs to lie in it for a little bit.
Yeah, he's kind of already been attacked.
But you beep the horn, it makes a loud noise, and the dogs are momentarily scared enough, Thomas, that you can get up and run and jump onto the bus with the rest of your crew. Unfortunately, what has now happened is that you guys have just sounded a very loud horn in the middle of a car lot where you're trying to steal a vehicle. So, time is of the essence as you begin to drive round. Gabe, I'm going to need you to roll to see if you can spot any other vehicle options.
Got a 10.
10 is fine for you because it's an easy task. So, as you go round, you can see 2 more potential options. First one is the good old American monster truck. It is a beautiful, rich, ruby red cover painted with the American flag and white stripes. And there is a large, bold eagle emblazoned on the front of it. Your second option is the London Black Cab. From looking at it, it seems to be in pretty good condition, and these again to be pretty nippy vehicles, great for getting around obstacles if you need to avoid any collisions in the race. So 2 more choices for you.
I think so. The bus right now is where Thomas was just mauled, right? So kind of.
I mean, yeah, there's a little like blood stain on the floor.
Okay. I mean, I think what I want to do is I want to, because the dog's right there, I'm gonna get bit.
No, we scare the dogs off with the horn, man. Like all we got to do is
momentarily.
check out
Yes.
Okay.
We got to check out the cards.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Thomas,
I'd
I'm
like
going
to-
to assume that you run. Yeah.
If the dogs are momentarily, scared away, I'd like to hop out of the bus and look for some scrap metal, potentially to build, maybe spikes or something that we could use to either disable or hurt other vehicles.
Yeah,
that
no worries.
I could attach to the bus.
No
Are
problem.
we ignoring
man,
the
I-
monster truck and the
I was
cab?
gonna say, I think the truck is the best of both worlds. I think it's like it's maybe not as fast as the sedan or whatever, but it's not as lurchy as the bus. But I don't know.
What if Gabe checks out the monster truck and if it works, then Spencer, you could go steal the monster truck while I'm driving around, and while that's happening, Thomas can have a look for the scrap metal. So we've all got stuff we can do.
Yeah, since we're on very limited time before guards show up, that's probably a good idea. We can all just quickly go attempt to do as you said, and then if all else fails, get back on the bus and get out.
Okay, so let's take this one at a time then. Fraser, as you're driving the bus around the parking lot, moments after you've got this engine revving and you've sounded this horn, you hear the sound of a distant shotgun as Big Bad Bob, the owner of the car parking lot, appears through the gate with yet more dogs at his heels, and he starts running after you. You slam your foot down on the accelerator and start doing donuts in this parking lot, creating a cloud of smoke and exhaust fumes that distracts Big Bad Bob. Go ahead and roll to see how well this distraction goes.
If you couldn't tell, Holly's been in a car with me before.
So, this is how Fraser drives.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It's a 2.
Oh,
It's a 2. Okay, so Fraser, as you put your foot down and you start to speed towards Big Bad Bob and his shotgun, because that's the kind of devil-may-care guy you are, unfortunately, you just lose control momentarily and you swerve into the very same wheelie bin that Gabe got stuck in. And you end up basically sort of trying to do like a 10-point turn to re-angle the bus. In the meantime, Spencer, what were you doing? Remind me.
I'm running to the truck to steal it.
Sure, no worries. So you run in and you climb up the giant wheels to get into the cab. Roll to see if you can find any keys or anything like that.
11.
11. Okay, so you don't find keys, but you've stolen cars before. It'll take you a little bit longer than Fraser, but you could hotwire this thing.
Do I roll?
Essentially, do you want to try and hotwire it, or do you want to go and check out the cab?
Well, we could get Gabe to see if it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Gabe?
I'm still on the bus. I don't think I've left.
Oh shit. Okay. How close are they to the truck?
I mean, I'd say within running distance, definitely.
Okay. It's up to you guys.
Well, I mean, why don't you try and hotwire it? If it starts, it starts. Although we can't really talk right now because I'm in a bus, so.
you can't really talk, but this is first time playing for a couple of people. So like I said, we're going to be a bit loosey-goosey with the rules. Go ahead, roll the dice and see if you can figure out a way to hotwire this thing.
15?
15? Yeah, I'd say it takes you a minute or two, but you can definitely get the engine revving.
Okay, so where is the bus and where am I in relation to the gate? Let's get the fuck out of the gate. Let's just burst through the gate.
Okay, so from where you are, let me just I'll pinpoint you on the map for you. So the gate is going to be down here. So this is your ramp, if you can see where the little blue circle is.
Yeah,
yep. So you can get there pretty easily at the moment. Big Bad Bob and the dogs are all up first on the school bus, so you can make a break for it with the monster truck if you wanted to.
Sorry, where's the circles? I don't see any, unless I'm just completely missing it. What,
bottom,
like northeast? What?
Bottom right.
Oh.
Yeah, so just here where the little ramp is.
Okay.
Yep, you got it.
And then I'm just north of that? Or that's
so
where I am.
You
Yeah.
There you go. So you should be able to see where the vehicles are now on the map.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so I'm trying to think how we could all get into this damn truck and get out of here.
I mean, oh yeah.
Okay, in the
Can
meantime,
I-
while this is happening, Big Bad Bob
Yeah.
is going to take another shot at Fraser driving the big yellow bus. That is going to be...
I'm on like that
He's
8th
gonna
turn
miss.
now.
I'd like to suggest to Frazier, run him over.
Yes.
Yeah, aim for Bob.
Plow right over him, and then I'll hop out and grab that shotgun.
Okay, Fraser, going on a murderous rampage with a bus used for conveying small children to educational institutes.
You know me
go
too
ahead-
well.
Go ahead and roll to see if you can hit Big Bad Bob and his shotgun. I'm going to roll to see if he avoids you.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled an 8, so you plow Big Bad Bob down in a pool of blood as his dogs scatter in various different directions, and you can hear the pain cries of a man with a broken leg and cracked ribs and a bit of a headache as well.
I'm feeling the thrill, guys. I'm feeling it's the first time I've run someone over, and I kind of like it.
So
I'm
he is
gonna jump off the
alive.
bus.
Okay, go for it. Are you going to try and grab the shotgun?
I'm gonna go grab the shotgun, and if he has anything else worth taking on him.
Sure. Go ahead and roll to see if you can manage to pry this shotgun off him.
It's an 11.
11. Okay, so he is still alive. He's going to take a shot at you in retaliation.
Okay.
That is going to be a 10, so he's going to miss, but it's a pretty close run thing. You're not sure you want to get any closer to this guy.
Crack him with a stick.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack for me. I mean, he's on the floor, he's prone, and he's pretty heavily injured.
It's a 4, though.
A 4. Okay, he's going to take another shotgun shot at you. That is going to be a 12. So he's going to clip you with this one. You take a partial shot to the arm, and you're going to take 5 points of damage from the shotgun. This guy is pissed.
Not giving up.
Jesus Christ, it's
I
a
blow
bloodbath.
shit up and make bad decisions.
I'm in the bus with Frazier, and I'm gonna mention to him to run him over again.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, why would you not? This
I will
poor guy's
get
doing
out of the way
nothing
if I
to
see
you.
the bus coming.
Okay.
Yes,
uh,
yes.
This is going to be a roll for you, Fraser, to see how well you can maneuver over the mangled body of this injured man.
Okay. 15.
15.
Oh, bye, Bob.
You put the bus into reverse, and anyone on the bus feels the bump as you go over the body. As Bob's internal organs are liquefied, and he is left drowning in a pool of his own blood and bile. It's safe to say that you've probably alerted your presence to quite a few people at this point. So I'm going to say you've got about a minute to decide which of these vehicles you want to take and to get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay, so I'm flashing at the minute to see if Spencer, I like flashing the head, not flashing. I'm flashing.
I was going to say, when you say flashing,
I'm going to do a cabaret routine. No, I'm flashing my headlights to see if Spencer sort of acknowledges in the monster truck.
Spencer, do you acknowledge?
Can I drive over there and say, like, everybody get in, or?
Absolutely, you can. Go ahead and make me a roll for driving. This is going to be a 14 for you.
Shit. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I got a 5.
Okay, so on seeing what is going on and hearing the gunshots, Spencer, you start making your way in the monster truck over. You're actually driving over some of these like tire piles and old bits of car. Unfortunately, as you approach, the school bus spins and you manage to hit the back of it in a collision, and you are going to take 4 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
This is the noisiest car robbery that has ever happened.
I'm gonna, now that Spencer's here, I'm gonna yell out the window, "Follow us," and hopefully we're gonna leave and we're gonna have both.
Sure. Okay. So,
Okay.
you are going to attempt to take both vehicles out. So, Spencer, you're going to be driving the monster truck. Fraser, you're going to be driving the school bus. I need rolls from both of you. Fraser, it's going to be a 10. Spencer, it's going to be a 14.
Oh, I got a 16. Yes.
I got 12.
Amazing.
Amazing. So,
Oh my
both of you,
God.
almost simultaneously, in synchronization, you drive these two vehicles towards the gate, and at the exact same moment, you both hit the padlocked exit to this parking lot, burst through it, through the spectators that are gathered having their barbecues and campfires at full speed down towards the other end of the dripping exhaust pipe complex, where you put the brakes on, and you have successfully commandeered yourself two vehicles which you could potentially use for the race.
You know what I just realized too? I think we left Thomas behind.
Nah,
He's got the shotgun, though. He's got the shotgun.
I'm gonna try to get that shotgun still, and then run.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait right on the other side of the gate till he gets with us.
He's bringing the dogs, is what he's doing, because like he's now surely befriended them because they follow the shotgun. So like,
So the good news is that here in the apocalyptic wastelands, crime is not particularly as frowned upon as it might be in other places. So the spectators that are outside aren't going to try and stand in the way of two fleeing vehicles. They are, however, going to attempt to apprehend Thomas, who is on foot and is a much easier target. So Thomas, please go ahead and roll to evade the crowds.
Did I get the shotgun?
Yeah, why not? You got the shotgun.
I sure as fuck hope so.
Okay, I got a 20 this time, so I'm doing better again.
Okay. I'm not even going to roll against a 20. I'm just going to say that you hotfoot it out of there with the shotgun. As soon as people see that you've weaponized, they're going to back the hell away from you, allowing you to rejoin your crew where you can talk through the two options that you now have in front of you.
so
I think we should. What I want to do is I want to take. We could use the monster truck, but I want to take some parts off the school bus, maybe some metal panels, anything sharp, spiky that I could weld or fit to the monster truck to make it tougher, make it do a little bit more damage. Yeah,
we could take the wheels.
Yeah,
something I
absolutely.
could craft to make it a little more scary looking.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead and roll for stripping it down for parts.
Got a 19.
19. Okay, so with a 19 and with the expertise that you have, there's definitely some stuff that you can take off. The only issue at the moment is the lack of tools. So you are out in the open. You don't have much other than your basic kit on you.
Gotcha.
But I'll say you can get 2 metal panels. You can get one of the tires, and I'm going to let you take a mirror as well, because why not?
Okay, perfect.
Off which vehicle?
Off the bus.
Oh, okay.
So you have a couple of things. What you need now is a place to be able to soup up your vehicle.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you like to do before you start checking out the garage?
What do you think, Thomas? Because like you've just seen all of these people, right? So you know what kind of stuff they might have, weapons wise, like equipment wise. Would it be worth sort of like, making a pass at maybe some of them? I don't mean making a pass.
I climb out through the top hatch of the school bus and just stand on top of it and lay down what you got.
Okay, so I mean, currently around you, the crowd is more spectators rather than people who you would assume to be racers or mechanics. But go ahead and roll me a check to see how intimidating you are and if they give up the goods.
12.
12. Okay, so for a 12, a couple of them ignore you, but a few do look a little bit scared and creep forward, and one of them puts down a few crumpled dollar bills and a half-drunk 6-pack of Bud Light.
I'll take it.
We
Split
celebrate.
the Bud Light
Yeah.
and take the money.
Bud Light in the apocalypse. Let's go.
Hey, you got to take what you can get in the wasteland.
That's right.
Cool. So now you've got your parts stripped off the big yellow school bus and you have a working monster truck. It is time to mosey on over to Clatchit and Rank's scrapyard to see if you can find some items to soup up your vehicle and give yourselves a little bit of a boost. But before that, I'm going to offer you guys a chance to have a quick 5-minute break if you want to grab drinks or anything, or do you want to continue on to the next map?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, no worries. Let's carry on then to the next map. I will move you over now. As we head to the scrapyard. Which may take a moment to load. There we go. So, this is a pretty open space. You can see there are a couple of like work sheds. There's a couple of like little ramshackle buildings that look like they could potentially house supplies or tools, things like that. Again, this is fenced, so you're going to have to try and work your way into it somehow. But for you, Gabe, particularly, this looks like a paradise of potential parts. So tell me, how would you like to approach this?
I'm immediately going to go look for tools.
Okay, you got to get in first.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah, I would get out of the bus and do the same thing last time. Walk around the perimeter, see if there's anything I could use, anything I could push to potentially get over the fence. Or
Can I ask, is this like a merchant, or is this?
This is a junkyard.
Okay, so it's not someone running a wasteland business upgrading cars and stuff.
No, this is where all the random shit that comes off the race vehicles goes. It's where people chuck their junk. I mean, you can already on the approach see a couple of battered like couches and some old electrical items. So it's not just car parts. There could be anything in this. It is a treasure trove.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so Gabe, go ahead and roll to see if you can try and find an access point.
Ooh, I got a 2.
A 2. I mean, you can't see anything. There is barbed wire fencing. It looks like there could be some sort of alarm system. You're not sure.
Do you know what I see from the driver's seat? I see that there's a slight incline towards one of the fences. I'm seeing as though we're in a monster truck. I reckon I could get pretty good air. So I put my foot down and I floor it towards this ramp.
Sure, this ramp that you've seen, the DM hasn't. So that's definitely going to go up for you. Go ahead and make me a roll, Fraser.
17.
17. So, out of nowhere, that you suddenly notice this glint of metal as there is a corrugated sheet of what looked like it could be a bit of a roof that has fallen down and just leans against the fence, creating the perfect ramp for a monster truck as you slam your foot down and you go up the ramp over the top of the fence and come down into this lot. And I'm going to make you roll again for me just to see if you land on anything that's going to damage the truck.
I can drive, but I can't land. I'm a 1.
1. As you land this monster truck inside the junkyard, unfortunately, you just didn't think about the consequences of your actions, Fraser, and you land this thing on the roof of one of the other shacks. And unfortunately, the entire monster truck is now stuck on the roof of this shed with the wheels still turning in midair.
Jesus Christ. Fraser.
So of your 2 vehicles, one is now stripped of parts and the other is stuck on the roof of a shed.
Dude, no. What the fuck?
Okay.
Back to the parking lot. Ice cream truck it is.
Gabe, get us down from the roof.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
make a ramp, something.
How tall is this building?
I mean, it's not huge. It's a shed, so you're talking maybe what, 7-8 foot, something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna get out of the bus and try and dangle myself down, jump to the floor and make my way to that excavator.
No worries. So, following the same ramp that Fraser just drove up, you basically climb up onto the roof of the monster truck, take a look around and assess what's going on. And this shed's it's already sustained damage from having a monster truck on top of it. It's not going to take a huge amount to bring it down. So it takes a couple of minutes, but you manage to grab a couple of bits of metal and junk that are lying around. And basically, you just beat the shed up until it collapses under the weight of the monster truck. Fraser, you are going to take 1 point of damage as the monster truck hits the floor.
I'll take it, guys. I'll take the damage for you.
What a team player. But yeah, you're now inside the scrapyard.
Now I'm going to go look for tools.
Sure. So Gabe is looking for tools. What are the rest of you doing?
I think Thomas and I should sneak around and look for weapons, and I can be like perception, and he could be like know-how with like what weapons we're looking for.
Sure. So the two of you teaming up essentially on this little bit of the quest. No worries. Okay. So Gabe, go ahead and make your roll to look for tools.
5.
5. Okay, so most of the stuff here looks like it's been taken out by the people who work here during the day. You've got some basics with you. So you've got like a blowtorch, you've got other tools that would be used for cars, wrenches, hammers, that kind of thing.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah. And then I'm going to ask for Thomas and Spencer to both roll as well to see what you can see.
12.
12.
13.
Okay, so 13. Okay, so Spencer, as the thief, you are pretty good at working out what is going to be not only worthwhile stealing, but also easy to steal. So what I would like for you to do is, was it a 12 that you got?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 rolls now to see
Okay.
what you could steal from this junkyard. So go ahead and make the first of 5.
18.
18. Okay, so 18. In one of the burnt out sheds, you find a disused parachute.
Okay.
So roll number 2.
Oh, 1.
A 1. You find a partially melted traffic cone.
Okay.
Roll 3, please.
5.
5 is a 20-foot length of rubber hose.
Okay. And then do I have one more?
You got
Roll.
2 more.
16.
16 is a bottle of highly potent laxatives.
Oh shit. Okay.
And final roll, please.
2.
A 2. That is a giant roll of duct tape.
That could come in handy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, some interesting finds there. Thomas, remind me, what was your roll?
13.
13. Okay, so for a 13, I'm going to say I'm going to say you can have 5 as well. So go ahead and roll.
A 2.
A 2. Okay, so that is another giant roll of duct tape.
A 9.
A 9, a petrol-powered chainsaw.
Does it have gas in it?
I mean, it looks like it's got a little bit in it. I mean, it's not full, but there's enough to,
It can run.
maybe get. Yeah, it can run for a couple of minutes.
All right.
So
That's
roll.
13.
13 is 1 stick of dynamite.
A 5.
5 is another 20-foot length of rubber hose, so you've now got 40 foot in total.
And that's another 9.
Another 9. So, do you know what? I'm going to say roll again because I'm not giving you 2 chainsaws.
12.
A 12 is a motorcycle helmet.
Pop that on.
Okay, so yeah, straight away that just goes on.
Could have used that for the dogs.
I mean, it would have helped. It would have helped. But in the meantime, you all congregate back at the monster truck to discuss what Spencer and Thomas have found while Gabe is busy working on adding these extra panels and things. And Gabe, if there's anything specific that you want to do to the truck, just let me know and we'll see what roles you need to do.
Yes, I'd like to mount one of the panels on the front of the truck, and then I would like to, with the blowtorch, hopefully heat up the metal enough to break it into a couple pieces and make kind of fenders to protect the tires.
Sure. So, okay. So, yeah, just looking to add a little bit of defense, essentially.
Yeah.
No worries. Go ahead and make a roll for that, please.
16.
Ooh.
16. Okay. So, with a 16, I'm going to ask for Thomas to go ahead and roll the D6 dice that you bought.
3.
3. Okay. So, doing that is going to add an extra 3 hit points to your vehicle.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Okay. While that's happening, Thomas Spencer, you made your way back to meet up with Fraser and Gabe to show off your new treasures that you've brought back.
So I found some laxatives. And what I'm thinking is when we get to this raceway, we sneak that into some of the competitors, you know, Bud Light or whatever they're drinking in the apocalypse here. And then I also found a parachute. So if, thanks to one of our, you know, fantastic escapades of driving, if we are about to go careening off a cliff, we could throw the parachute behind us and slow us down. You know, if our brake lines get cut or something, we can use it somehow. Or I can use it to go from rooftop to rooftop if I need to get into a building. So we got options, is what I'm saying.
I feel like with that mask you're wearing, Spencer, you could probably find a good few uses for the duct tape and probably the hose. Right? I like the sound of the petrol powered chainsaw, and I like the sound of the dynamite, which I saw Thomas in his helmet bringing back, and he's trying to explain, but we can't hear anything through the helmet.
As I'm walking up, I just hold it up and I go.
I mean, fortunately, you all remember what Thomas was wearing. Otherwise, that would be a very weird moment.
I don't know what Gabe could do with this rubber hose. I mean, I feel like that's probably useful for siphoning things off. Maybe the other
gas
when we get to the
yes, that's what I was just gonna ask Holly. Is our monster truck diesel or gas?
Yes.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
It's the apocalypse, man. You just take what you can get.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because, you know, I've noticed as we came over, there's an excavator on site here, which is a diesel powered excavator. And so there's a potential that it's full of diesel fuel, which even if our monster truck is ran by gas, we could use diesel. Diesel burns really good, doesn't explode, but it does catch on fire.
She doesn't know. As far as Holly's concerned, it's gas.
As far as I'm concerned, this thing could be running on Mountain Dew. It's the apocalypse. Okay. What I'm going to say, Gabe, is I'm going to say roll your dice. If it is a 10 or above, it is diesel.
Okay. It's I got a 6.
It's Mountain Dew.
Okay, all right.
We could maybe, if we're going to do the laxatives, we could probably steal other gas from the other competitors maybe when we get there, because we got a thief in our crew, right?
That's right.
As far as I'm concerned, my main things are the traffic cone, right? Because if we throw that out the back, that's going to mess up someone's tires.
Okay.
And as a driver, I wouldn't want to be driving over a half melted traffic cone because that thing is probably sharp. And probably probably the dynamite, because you could probably, I would not want to run over dynamite. Let's put it that way. If I was driving. So yeah, those are probably the most useful things from the driver's point of view.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How much do we know how much gas we have in our vehicle?
You can make a roll to check to see.
Gabe?
Yep. 15.
Ooh,
15.
nice.
With a 15, you've probably got about 2/3 of a tank.
Okay.
Okay. Sick.
So it's definitely
I-
enough to do the race.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Could I take a look around, see if I could find any like empty jugs or gas cans or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're looking for something specific, I'm going to say that this is a little bit harder than a general investigation. So this is going to be a 14 for you.
It's a 20 again.
Amazing. Okay, so 20.
Jeez.
Let me get my list. I am going to give you 2 rolls for this.
First one's an 11,
Yeah, okay. And the second one?
18.
11. Okay, so with that, you are going to get 1 grappling hook, and you're also going to get a fully functioning fire extinguisher,
Ooh.
Nice.
which could count as a canister of gas. Sort of.
All right.
Okay, so time is drawing on. You've probably got about 2 hours before the clock strikes midnight and the race begins. It is time to make any last-minute additions to your vehicle before you begin driving on over to the racetrack.
What did Gabe pull off of the bus?
2 metal panels, and a mirror
And a tire.
and a tire. Yes.
And you got a tire.
Okay, so we have. A spare
I'm
tire.
going to go try and pull 1 more panel off of that excavator.
Sure, no worries. Go ahead and roll for that. While you're doing that, I would just like to say that I love the fact that Spencer just said, so we've got a spare tyre, as if the tyre is going to be the same size.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ollie won't fucking know. She won't know shit.
I rolled a 5.
I mean, when I say I don't know about cars, you know,
I know.
there's a limit. What was that? Sorry, Gabe.
I rolled a 5.
With a 5, this thing's just a little bit too robust for the tools that you've got. Unfortunately, a couple of minutes, you realise you're not going to get anything off this thing.
You know, we could tie one of the rubber hoses around the tire and use it as like a giant lasso.
What?
Yeah. The spare tire we've got, right? Tie one of the hoses around it, and you got a giant rubber lasso, haven't you?
All right.
It's like, okay.
I'm just saying it how it is, guys.
So is there?
I'm not a weapons guy, you know.
Is there anything that a thief can do here in this scrapyard? Is there anything like?
Is there like any like lock boxes or any?
Oh,
anything
yeah.
like that. That's.
Is there
It's,
an office? Is there like a?
Yeah, you can definitely see a couple of buildings that look like they might be offices or storage units. So go ahead and roll to see if you can work out which one you want to look in.
5.
5. You could take a guess if you want to head into one of them.
I have 2 buildings.
Yep.
What do they look like from the outside?
I mean, they both pretty much look like corrugated sheds. It's really hard to see. They don't look like they've got much in the way of windows or any kind of light inside. So it's going to be a case of try one and chance your arm.
Okay, the one to the right of me.
One to the right. Okay, go ahead and roll to see if you can access this.
6.
6. Okay, so you try the door, and as soon as you do, a amber light starts flashing at the top of this
Fucking
building
Christ.
as the sirens begin to alarm, casting out An alarm that goes across the entire complex as once again you alert everybody within
Oh my
radius
God.
to your presence. And I would suggest you all hotfoot it out
It's
of there.
time to leave.
Let's get
Yep.
the fuck out.
Time to leave.
So you'll jump back up into the monster truck. Fraser, you reverse back over the gate that you pretty much destroyed coming in over that ramp, and you exit the scrapyard. And my straps will not stop falling down. It's very distracting. And it is time to head over to the racetrack to check out your competitors and see what you make of the race ahead. But before that, we are going to grab a quick 5-minute drink.
Yes.
5-minute break, so I can go and get a drink. So
Yeah.
we will meet back here at 20 past, and we will carry on to see what happens next. All right, guys, catch you in a few.
Here I Gabe.
And we're back.
Yeah. I'm fully forgetting how high my hair is. So I walked out.
You're like, whoa, it's hitting the
walked out
top of the
the
door.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh no.
That's awesome.
Is this usually how RPGs with Holly go, Thomas?
Somewhat. We're a chaotic lot.
Yeah, I like it. Is it weird that while I've been like cutting myself a slice of cake, all I can think of is, you know, what we're gonna do with the laxatives?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what we come up with for that.
Yeah, I gotta get a hold of after doing this today. I wanted to see how this went because AJ Retker wants to do this on our channel, and like host a little one-shot thing.
That would be cool.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Have you played before, Fraser?
First time.
Oh, okay.
This is me popping
yeah,
the cherry. Like,
yeah, same here.
Same with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
We,
it's total newbie.
We just Gabe and I just went through Baldur's Gate. I finished up last night, Baldur's Gate 3, and so that was kind of our first experience with any kind of like role-playing rule set like this.
Yeah. So by the time that I was like ready for it, everybody I knew who was into it had already got their like teams set up. So it's like impossible to get on one.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh well, in which case I'll just learn about it from the side.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
but this is great. Like,
yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how like I wouldn't want to be a DM. Like there's no way I could do it. I feel like I'm pretty creative most of the time, but I don't think I could do it. That's way too much. I'm sure she put a ton of work into this. It seems.
I really didn't at all. Really lazy.
Like,
you know,
that's just another Tuesday for me.
See, you know what's funny is so when I'm in my studio now, and when I walk to either the bathroom or the kitchen, I have to go by this big glass sliding door, and my curtains are always open; they're never shut or anything. And the glass sliding door, the way this whole neighborhood is set up is kind of weird. My neighbor's front door looks straight at my glass sliding door, and when I tell you, they have seen me in all manner of costumes. They've seen like head to toe Santa. They've seen Harry Potter or other nondescript wizard. They've seen Edward Cullen from Twilight. Like so many random costumes. And I was walking into the kitchen and I'm just like, I would love to know what they think of me.
I mean, all I'm going to say is, Spencer, what you wear to work is your own affair.
I can just imagine you going to like pick up the kids from school after this. Like,
just going to the grocery store with them.
Oh, I'd get arrested.
Okay, right. Let's jump straight back in. As we've now left the scrapyard and we're going to head over to the racetrack. So we're going to jump into our third and final map of this evening. So we're heading off to the racetrack at the Dripping Exhaust Pipe complex, where the action is going to happen when it eventually loads. There it is. Perfect. So as you approach, you can see that the other competitors are starting to gather, and there is a pretty sizable crowd ready to watch this race. They are baying for blood and they have a need for speed. So you've probably got about an hour before race time starts if you would like to check out any areas of the track or the surrounding arena
Is there like, so there's like the track, but is there a kind of a central hub where people are and stuff?
Yeah, so go ahead and make me a roll to see what you can see.
Okay. Oh fuck! Critical failure. I got a 1.
A 1. Okay, so
I
and
can't
as
see
you
can't see anything.
approach as you approach the racetrack, looking around, you don't see anything except for the sight of 3 or 4 burly security guards talking on walkie-talkies, mentioning a dangerous guy in a motorcycle helmet and a murderer on the run. Who last was seen driving a big yellow school bus. And this is probably not the best place for you to be standing right now.
we don't have the school bus
Yeah,
anymore.
good thing we have the monster truck now.
Yeah.
They'll never know it was you.
I take off
Thomas,
the helmet.
yeah, take off the helmet.
Just gives it to some random passerby.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask at this point that each of you makes a roll, please. And this is going to determine what you see based on your particular skills.
I'm an 8.
15.
An 8, 15,
I got a 14.
14,
5.
and a 5. Okay, so Fraser, as the driver, you are looking out for your competitors, trying to suss out who else is going to be driving in this race. And unfortunately, was that an 8?
Mm-hmm.
It was an 8. Okay, so the crowd is really, really heavy. So you're having trouble maneuvering through. So at the moment, you can't really see any of the other drivers. Spencer, as the thief, you're looking out for anything that you could potentially sabotage. So what was your roll?
15.
15. Okay, so a couple of familiar looking vehicles are ahead of you as you see a black London cab, an ice cream bus, and a miraculously fixed yellow school bus because I didn't have any other tokens to use. So at the moment, they look to be pretty unguarded as the drivers of these vehicles are off somewhere else getting kitted out for the race. So if you want to go and have a little scout out and see what's what over there, you are very welcome to do so.
Do I see? So okay, so I see the vehicles. Do I see any anything I can put laxatives in?
I'm going to ask you to do another roll for me for that. I'm going to call this a difficult challenge rating because you need to get pretty up close.
Okay.
Never hoped so much for a 20 in my life.
Oh, I got an 8. No.
An 8. Okay, so just as you start approaching the vehicles, you see the driver starting to head back, and you're not able to get close enough. But we'll come back to you in a second. Gabe, what was your roll?
I got a 14.
14. So with a 14, moving away from the rest of your team, you make your way over to the pit where all the mechanics, the engineers, the kind of crew are. And you pretty seamlessly can blend in as you start talking about carburetors and turbo boosting in the manner of someone who knows what those things mean. Would you like to have a look for anything in this area?
Yes. I would like to look for blueprints for some of the other cars to scope out maybe weak points or something, that can be used against them.
Sure, go ahead, make me a roll.
I got a 2.
A 2. Okay, so unfortunately, you just get locked in conversation with this big, greasy mechanic guy who really wants to talk to you about the latest imports. So you kind of get stuck there for a good kind of 10 minutes. Thomas, what was your role?
5.
5. Okay, so as weapons expert, you are checking out these competitor vehicles to see if they have got any hidden or secret tool at their disposal that you can work out. And unfortunately, you cannot see anything. So you are none the wiser as to what might be thrown at you during the course of this race.
Since I'm not seeing much, could I give these empty bottles from the 6-pack of Bud Light that I got to Spencer and suggest that he siphoned some gasoline and filled them up?
Sure, you can suggest it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so
I got the rubber hose.
You find Spencer pretty easily, and you successfully suggest to him that you siphon whatever you want to siphon into these bottles of Bud Light. What is the purpose of this?
Well, if we fill them with gas, we can use the duct tape to make fuses,
Hmm.
and then we have Molotov cocktails, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say, using your combined expertise, I'm going to ask for you both to roll, and we will take whoever gets the highest.
Ooh, advantage.
17.
5. Thank God.
Okay, with a 17, I'm going to say that you can make 3 Molotov cocktails.
Nice.
In the meantime, Fraser, what are you doing?
I'm checking out the track, seeing if there's any kind of things that I need to be aware of at the starting, because I know that the start of this race is going to be mental.
No worries. Go ahead and make me a roll to check the terrain.
It's a 1.
It's a 1. Okay, so unfortunately, you're still stuck in this crowd who have now basically lifted you into the air, and you're crowd surfing across the arena further away from your teammates as you leave them behind.
Do you know what that does track though? Like,
Yeah, it's on brand. It's on brand. Gabe, you managed to wrangle yourself away from this conversation with the other mechanic. Do you want to make another attempt to do anything down in the pits, or do you want to rejoin your crew?
Yeah, I want to make an attempt to potentially pocket something that could be used as like caltrops.
Sure.
Like
Okay.
little pieces of metal, sharp edges, stuff that we could toss out the back and potentially puncture some tires.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a roll.
7.
7. Oh, unfortunately, just as you go to try and look, the guy who was talking to you comes back, and he looks like he wants to have another conversation. And you got shit to do. You are not up for this.
Yeah.
So you make your way back to the crew. You all congregate close to the race starting line, and in the final kind of 10-15 minutes before the race, you have a small window of time in which to do any strategic planning that you might like to do.
Can I?
do you remember how we all had our sticks from the car park? Could we use
Yeah.
our sticks to kind of like put them in the exhaust pipes of the other 3 like vehicles, like maybe give them a false start,
Or jam.
jam
Gabe,
their
what?
wheels.
Yeah, Gabe. What happens if you jam an exhaust pipe full of something?
If you totally block the exhaust, which is kind of hard to do because there's some pressure back there, but if you totally do it, the car won't run.
Okay, can I jam a rubber hose in a in an exhaust? Can I wrap?
Yeah, I don't think that would work because it's not solid. There's some air that would find ways through the cracks and crevices.
We got a lot of duct tape too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's also true. Duct tape would probably
Better.
work actually if you could just wrap a ton around an exhaust pipe. Yeah.
Who would have an easier role at this, Holly? Me for the sabotage or Gabe for the know-how mechanically?
That's for you to decide as a team.
Fuck.
I think. I mean, it's a 2-parter because
Yeah.
Sneaking is, I feel like, the hardest part because you have to get there without somebody seeing, and so that's probably the most important part or the hardest role, I would imagine.
I'd want our thief who alerts our presence to every single person. I would want them to do it, I think.
I'm also nervous about you rolling though, because
I know, because it's been bad. It's been bad. Okay, Thomas and Fraser, what are your thoughts on this plan?
I mean, I think it's a good plan. I think that if we can sabotage at least one of the cars, that would be great. And I think that I'm not too worried about our car because we've got the extra hit points on it already for defense. And we got some good weapons we might be able to use through the race. But yeah, if we can get rid of like the car that is next to us, then that would be really handy because that'd give me some clean air to be able to get a good like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to get rid of the school bus because it's more durable than the other two.
Yeah.
And we have some offensive stuff, but we're not like you know.
We can take the ice cream van.
Yeah.
And then eat the ice cream as we take the taxi cab. Right.
Right,
but,
yeah.
but I am worried about the school bus.
Yeah. Okay. Sabotage the school bus?
Yeah, I mean, I think try it.
Okay, so Spencer, you're going to try and approach the competitor vehicles to do a little bit of sabotage. So go ahead and make me a roll, please.
Oh my god. I got a 20.
Nice.
Okay, so with a natural 20, the distraction of seeing Fraser crowd surfing across the arena is just enough to pull the attention of the drivers away long enough for you to get up close to the vehicles and start pulling out this duct tape and sabotaging. I'm going to let you sabotage 2 of the vehicles.
Oh my god.
Nice.
So you
Okay.
let me know which 2 you want to pick.
School bus and
Okay.
and the
Taxi.
yeah, I was gonna say I think the taxi is gonna be the fastest vehicle, so school bus and taxi.
School bus and taxi. Okay, so the result of that now is that when we begin the race, that those 2 vehicles are going to take initiative at disadvantage.
Okay.
We could also now. The 4 of us will definitely know this as fact. Holly would not so much because she said she doesn't know too much about cars. But the disastrous effects of putting laxatives in a gas tank.
Oh, yes. Yep. For sure.
Would that do something?
I mean, it would do
should we try
something.
it?
Yeah, it would do something for sure. If you had enough of it, it would dilute the gas, and then you know.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. If you would like to try and feed laxatives into these vehicles, Spencer, go ahead and make me another roll.
Okay. Nah, it's a 3.
A 3. Okay. Unfortunately, your luck turns just as you uncap this bottle of highly potent laxatives,
No.
and you
No,
see the
no,
drivers.
no.
You see the drivers begin to make their way back to the vehicle, and you think better of it, and you just pop them back into your pocket. For the
Okay, I
time
thought you were
being.
gonna somehow end up with me taking the laxatives or something. Like, don't fucking do it, Holly.
I was
Don't
getting worried
fucking
about
do
how many points of damage you were going to end up with because of these laxatives.
Hey, guys, I just deal the consequences. I don't make the decisions. So you see the drivers begin to head over towards their vehicles as the time to race is nigh. Fraser, you're going to take position in the driver's seat, but for the rest of you, I would like to know how you're positioning yourself in the vehicle.
I would want to be probably up front with Fraser so I could listen to the motor, and if there's any issues, I could potentially try and fix them.
Sure, no worries. So we've got Fraser and Gabe up in the front. Thomas, where do you want to be?
I'm going to take these rubber hoses and some duct tape and tie my feet to the top of the monster truck.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm also going to tie the grappling hook to, I'd imagine there's some sort of a roll bar going across the top or something. I'll tie it to that, and I'm just going to be on top of the monster truck, kitted out with explosives and chainsaw and everything.
Okay, so basically, essentially wing walking on the top of this monster truck. I have to ask, are you putting the motorcycle helmet back on, or are you just going to
At
go
this
as you are?
point, yeah, it's probably a good idea. And it doesn't matter if anyone recognizes the madman with the motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, you don't give a shit. Okay, so that just leaves our thief. Where do you want to position yourself?
I think I don't really know what use I am in the middle of the race. I guess probably. Would you guys think that having me in the bed of the truck so that I could throw Molotovs or whatever, would that be better? Or to you know, potentially swing over to another vehicle or something if we need?
Well,
Okay, so I'm just going to jump in just for one quick
Yeah.
second here, just because we've got a lot of new players here, and I want people to have fun doing this. So, Spencer, I just want to make it clear that the option for you is to position yourself in a vehicle. It does not have to be your own.
Oh.
Ooh.
Can I get into the trunk of the? Oh, what would be the most advantageous?
I know which one I'd go for.
Can I get into the
We all
trunk?
afraid you would go to the ice cream truck.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd be firing ice cream at everybody.
I'll get into the trunk of the ice cream truck.
Okay, no worries.
Before we do that, Spencer, would you prefer to have a shotgun or a chainsaw?
Good question.
Ooh,
I would say the chainsaw, because then you can, just wreck.
I could dismantle the thing from the inside, but then I'm going spinning out.
Yeah, it'd be a sacrifice because
Yeah.
Thomas could better use the shotgun on top of there. He can aim and.
Yeah, he needs the range.
Yeah.
Well, if you took the shotgun, you might be able to shoot the driver, take the ice cream van, and then use that as its own weapon.
Well, he could
Fraser,
also.
what if we
I could
unlocked
also-
you two?
You're locked in
You
an
can
ice
take
cream
out a
truck
chainsaw.
with me and a chainsaw, dude. I'll take the chainsaw. I'll let Thomas have the shotgun.
Okay, no worries. And after this, we're going to stage an intervention for Fraser.
You know, Holly, that me taking control of an ice cream van is like the dream I have every night. So this for me is
This is very true. So the race is just moments away. So at this point, Fraser, as the driver, I'm going to ask you to roll for initiative, please. So if you could roll your d20.
11.
11. Fabulous. Thank you very much. Okay, so Spencer, as you are currently locked in the ice cream truck, I'm going to ask you to roll initiative for the ice cream truck, please.
12.
12. Okay, and I am going to roll for the cab is going to be a 3, and the bus is going to be a 2. Okay, so the turn order is going to be ice cream truck, followed by the monster truck, followed by the cab, followed by the bus. Okay, so the race is about to begin. You can make your last minute preparations as you strap yourselves in and get ready to begin. As the gunshot fires, because that's the way that races start in the apocalypse, you hear the revving of engines as feet are put to the accelerators and other such things that drivers do to start vehicles. Round 1. So that's going to be the ice cream truck. So the ice cream truck is going to head out and it is going to move. It's full 25 feet out in front of you, getting a head start on you. However, it is now your turn. So just to explain how this is going to work, you are all going to take your actions as a team. So you will work as one, even you, Spencer, in another vehicle. Your monster truck has got 20 feet of movement. And it also has 43 hit points. So if I'm going to say Fraser, if you want to write down the hit points, so that's 43.
Yeah.
Okay, so first round, you'll get to take an action and a bonus action as well as you begin to move the vehicle forward. And I'm going to go in order of my screen. So I'm going to say, Fraser, what are you doing as an action as you watch this ice cream truck speed ahead?
I'm putting the car into gear and I'm getting ready to start and getting the wheels spinning for a flying takeoff.
Okay, so are you just going straight forward?
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
I'm gonna try and probably get behind it into its slipstream, but not so behind it that it could throw things at me.
Yep. Okay, no worries. Go ahead and roll to see how successfully you manage to navigate your vehicle.
I only got an 8.
An 8. Okay, so as you basically start to move off, you are momentarily distracted by the sight of Spencer climbing into the trunk of an ice cream truck, and your vehicle begins to veer ever so slightly towards the railings where the spectators are. You don't quite hit it, but it's not far off. Would you like to take anything as a bonus action?
I'm feeling like it would be good if, because Spencer's on there, I'm worried about Thomas doing his, like, having enough stability, like, to get like a good shot off. And I don't want Spencer to get hurt, so I would like to sort of steady the car if I can.
Sure. Okay. So go ahead and make me another roll just to see if you can kind of right yourself as you go careening towards this metal railing.
That's a 13.
13. Okay. So I mean, you managed to avoid hitting it with such strength that Thomas is in any way dislodged. So Thomas, you remain standing up on the roof. Spencer, over in the ice cream truck, what are you doing? I dread to ask.
I am looking for so I'm in the trunk. Sometimes cars have the little compartment that you can open that gets you into the rest of the vehicle from the you know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking for that.
Sure. Okay. So make me a roll to see if you can escape out of the trunk.
7.
7. Okay, so unfortunately, what you thought was the trunk is actually a giant refrigerated cooling box. You are currently now sat wedged between a bunch of ice cream like cones and like chalk ices and various other delicious snacks. Would you like to do anything as a bonus action?
Can I, as a bonus act, can I look around for anything useful or anything that would help me in any way?
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
20. Holy shit.
20. Okay, so you unusually for a box full of ice cream, you do manage to find a wrench in there. There's no explanation for why there's a wrench in a box full of ice cream, but you can grab it and use it to try and break your way free. While you're doing that, Gabe, as a mechanic, is there any actions that you would like to take?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to start pulling the dash apart to see if I can get access to the motor to potentially remove some, stuff that may be slowing us down.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Make a roll to see how well you can pull that apart.
11.
11. Okay, so with an 11, you do manage to get the dashboard kind of disassembled enough that you can have a look in there. There's not a huge amount that's useful to you at the moment, but potentially you could rig up the sound system, maybe to make some distracting noises, like blare out a bit of music, something like that.
Gotcha.
Anything you'd like to do for a bonus?
I would attempt to rig up that sound system.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll to see how well that goes.
11.
11. Okay, so you do manage to get it working. Unfortunately, it is stuck on the one track. So as you drive around this racetrack, you are blaring at full volume. Journeys Don't Stop Believing on loop.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Thomas, up on the roof.
I'd have preferred My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion, but
Thomas, as you stand on the roof, you hear the opening chords to Don't Stop Believing. What would you like to do?
I immediately, as we start to go, will first try to take a shot at the driver of the school bus with a shotgun.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make your roll.
17.
17. So 17, you fire a straight shot through the windshield. It doesn't actually hit the driver. Well, unfortunately to some. What it does do, however, is it creates a visual block where the driver's vision is now impaired. roll your d6, please.
1.
1. Okay, the school bus is going to take 1 point of damage. But hey, it's first blood. Anything for a bonus action?
I am going to, I guess, pick up the grappling hook and prepare that, and at the same time kind of stomp on the roof of the truck and yell out, "I've heard this fucking song too many times."
No worries. I'm not going to make you roll for that because you're just essentially prepping up for the next round. That's absolutely fine. So next up, it's going to be the Black London cab. So the Black London cab starts making its way, coming up behind you, and as it does, you can see it's a little bit nippier than some of the vehicles. So it's kind of doing a little bit of a duck and weave to try and work out how it can come between you. The London cab is going to zip out in front with its full 35 feet of movement to just in front of the ice cream truck. As it does, the driver is going to basically wind down the driver's side window and he's going to throw a bunch of loose change at you, mostly pound coins, because he's got no use for them anymore because everybody pays by card. So I would like Fraser as the driver to try and roll for evasive maneuvers.
Sorry guys, it's a 2.
A 2. Okay, so your vehicle is going to take 6 points of pound coin damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
So 6 points. So we were on 37.
37, yeah.
Next up, the school bus is going to take its turn. It's got much less movement because it's a heavier vehicle. So it's going to come up to about here, and it is going to try and ram into you. So again, Fraser, I'm going to need you to make evasive maneuvers.
15.
15. You see this bad boy coming and you manage to scoot out of the way just in time. You do not sustain any damage this turn. As you look ahead and you see the ice cream truck begin to zip ahead of you as it once again takes its turn, and it is going to move 25 feet ahead. As it does, you can see the slight cracking open of the back of the vehicle, and just Spencer's head pops out to kind of see where everybody is and notice you behind. It is now your turn again. So, same order. Fraser, what would you like to do on your turn?
I would like to try and disable this cab. And I'm in a much bigger vehicle with giant tires that are protected. So I would quite like to try and run over the London cab.
Okay, so heading straight towards the cab. Go ahead, make me a roll to see if you can make contact with it.
A 10.
A 10. Okay, so with a 10, you manage to catch up to it. You don't quite manage to do any damage to it, but what you do is you manage to just be a looming, intimidating presence as it notes that you're coming up for it. And you can see the driver suddenly starts to like wind the window back up again really quickly. Anything for a bonus for you, Fraser?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to help Thomas's aim, I'm going to take the CD of Journey and I'm going to throw it out the window. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, go and make a roll.
11.
11. Okay, so as you toss the CD out of the window, it lands on the floor on the track and it scatters into 1,000 shards of very sharp bits of CD that will potentially be an obstacle for your competitors. In the meantime, Spencer, with your wrench in the refrigerated cooling box, what would you like to do? Hang on a minute. Wait,
Hey,
didn't you have a
you're muted.
chainsaw?
Yeah.
You're muted, Spencer.
Damn it, I was muted, sorry. Yeah, I do have a chainsaw, but I got all these fucking boxes of ice cream around me, and I'm like packed in here. So can I shove those out the back to try to stop up the bus?
Hell
then-
yeah, you can.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna say
how many laps do we have?
So it depends on how long this takes, because I want to go to bed at some
I
point
see.
tonight.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So go ahead and make a roll to see how many of these ice creams you can lob out the back of this vehicle.
13.
13. Okay, so I mean, you're not being particularly precise about it. You're just throwing them out there, kind of Mario Kart style. So you basically managed to create like a little kind of slip stream of half melted ice cream cones that are. Let me have a look at the positioning. I'll say from where you are, you could probably throw them towards where you assume the school bus is going to be coming up behind you. Anything else that you want to do?
And then now that everything's out of there, can I try to find a way to get into the rest of the truck?
Sure. Go ahead and make a roll to see how well that goes.
16.
16. Okay, so on a 16, you managed to climb out of the back of the truck. So, Fraser, you can now see Spencer climbing up the outside of the ice cream truck onto the roof. And during this turn, I will say, Spencer, that you can start to slide open the serving hatch window to gain access to the vehicle. So on the next turn, you'll probably be able to climb through if you want to do that. In the meantime, Gabe, you've just watched Fraser destroy the hard work that you put into fixing this sound system. Will you have your vengeance?
I sincerely thought about it, but I really agree with him about distracting Thomas. So I'm not going to bother with the sound system anymore. What I do want to try and do, because I'm having a hard time thinking of other stuff to do, is try and partially maybe repair some damage that's been done to our truck. Is that something that... Okay, yeah, I want to attempt to do that.
Okay, absolutely. So go ahead and roll to see if you can assess and...
Nope, I got a 2.
A 2. Okay, so as you basically decide that you're going to do this, you think the best way to go about it from a mechanic's point of view is to hang out of the passenger side window to check the exterior of the car. And as you do that, unfortunately, Fraser just swerves out of the way of the London cab as it's going past. And Gabe, you are thrown partially out of the vehicle. You grab on with one hand as you dangle from the side of the monster truck and just are sort of left swinging there. You have a bonus if you'd like to do anything else.
Yep, my bonus action will be to severely curse him out for doing that.
Sure, go ahead and I want you to roll to see how cutting these words are.
I got a 9.
A 9, okay. Fraser, you're going to take 2 points of emotional damage from the furious burns.
Mate, I'm already on more than that just looking at my haircut. That's like...
So as Fraser is keeping his eyes on the track ahead, Spencer looking out of the back of the top of the ice cream truck, you now see Gabe hanging by one arm from the side of the monster truck. Thomas, you can hear the cursing from below. It is now, Thomas, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to throw the grappling hook onto the cab and try to string that up so that it can't pull. When it tries to pull back out in front of us, it can't get too far.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, make your roll, please.
12.
12. Okay, I'm going to say with a 12, you managed to get the grappling hook across to the wing mirror of the cab. It's now attached, so you do have a tether between you. But the cab itself doesn't seem to be hugely affected at the moment because Fraser is keeping you very straight and it's just essentially following you. So you've made the connection, but at the moment it hasn't given you any particular advantage.
All right, yeah, I just want to try to keep it from getting too far ahead of us.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, at the moment it's not made the attempt yet, but you certainly set it up for that eventuality. Anything else you would like to do?
Could I use a bonus action to help Gabe back into the truck?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a roll to see if you can grab hold of him.
Oh, no.
No.
That's a 5.
A 5. Okay, so as you lean down to try and grab hold of Gabe, you see his hand coming out, extending to you in friendship and camaraderie. And as you reach up, the garbage juice, which you still soaks in, just makes you a little bit too slippery to catch. And you crash back down. And because Thomas doesn't manage to hold on to you, Gabe, you're going to take 6 points of damage from hitting the side of the cab, and you are still flailing in midair as you careen around the track. So your competitors are pulling out ahead of you in the ice cream truck as it takes its movement once again. A little bit lighter now for some reason because it's carrying less cargo.
Oh shit!
As it pulls out 25 foot ahead. I'm going to roll to see if the driver notices Spencer trying to come in through the serving hatch. That is a 3, so no, he has not noticed the full-grown man trying to get in through the window. The London cab, sorry, I just got those the wrong way around, but no worries. The London cab's going to take its turn. It's going to take 25 feet of movement. As it attempts to drive round you, it is suddenly pulled taut by the grappling hook, and it is going to lose 10 feet of its movement, limiting it to 15 foot. The driver is going to turn around, stick one arm out of the window. You see the finger come out as a bonus action. I'm going to say, Thomas, as the person that threw the grappling hook, you are going to take 2 points of emotional damage from being flicked off by a London cab driver. The big yellow school bus. I mean, you're on the roof of a monster truck, dude. What did you expect? It's going to take its 20 foot of movement. It is going to try to evade Spencer's ice cream pool of melting crap. With an 8, it is going to completely miss. It is going to careen towards this middle fence, and it is going to take another 2 points of damage to the school bus. Okay, so back to well, technically the ice cream truck, but I messed up that round with the turn order, so I'll come back to you guys. And Fraser, what would you like to do based on what you can see around you?
What I would like to do, I think every driver, because I've got to prepare for this turn that will be coming up, and I need to get into the right position. But every driver like finds that sort of like that sweet zone where they like just get rid of all their distractions and they just focus on the road, and it's like they connect. I'm going to try and attempt to get into that zone.
Okay, no worries. Make a roll for me.
A 3.
You currently have a maniac with dynamite and a shotgun on your roof, and your mechanic is currently outside of the vehicle, slapping against the side of the car as you try to maneuver. It is not the easiest situation in which to be zen, unfortunately. So I am afraid, you can't be as zen as you like. However, as you move, I'm going to assume you're going to continue going straight forward.
Oh, yeah, 100%, yeah.
No worries. You can still drive in a forward line. Unfortunately, it's just you don't get any particular advantage with that. So you, once again, just head in front of the black London cab. The ice cream truck still ahead of you. Fraser, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, what I would like to do is... because the positioning's pretty good for the corner. I'm pretty happy about that. But I am aware that if I swerve a little bit one way, then that might help Gabe and Thomas a little bit. Just to be able to sort of like get back, because I want Gabe back in the car. So if I swerve a little bit, that might sort of help him to just sort of like the momentum could help him come in. So am I able to swerve just a little bit?
Sure, I'm going to say you can do that as part of your movement. So go ahead and roll to see if you can get Gabe back into the cab.
That's a 13.
13. Okay, so with a 13, as you basically try to maneuver this swerve to give Gabe that kind of pendulum-like momentum, you manage to swing him back up into the cab through the window. Gabe, you are once again back in your seat thanks to Fraser's excellent driving.
Thank you. I'm sorry about cursing at you.
Dude, I did all of that without even being Zen. That's like,
Amazing. Spencer, you're currently making your way through the serving hatch of this ice cream truck. What would you like to do?
I have a plan. So I have the chainsaw. Can I start up the chainsaw and just try to kind of jam it through the window and attack the driver while it's running?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a roll, please, for chainsaw attack.
Come on. 17.
17. Okay, so as you basically smash through the window, like Friday the 13th style, into the cab, like you're still outside, but both arms are in, and you just start wildly swinging around the chainsaw. The driver looks over his shoulder, sees you, screams in horror as he swerves madly to try and get away from you, taking the entirety of the vehicle with him. Go ahead, Thomas, roll a d6, please.
God damn it. Why do I have the D6? It's a 1.
A 1. Okay, so the ice cream truck is going to take 1 point of damage. However, as you are basically attacking the chainsaw, he careens directly into this kind of central reservation?
yeah.
I don't know.
Hey.
What about the driver? What about the driver inside that's getting hit probably in the neck with a chainsaw?
I mean, he's currently trying to get away from you, so he has now driven into the barrier. So that vehicle is now technically crashed at this point, which means on its next move it is not going to get movement because he's going to need to try and get out of it. Anything else you'd like to do, Spencer, while you're trying to chainsaw an ice cream van driver to death?
I was gonna say, man, bonus action. What could I do? What could I do? What could I do? At some point, if this vehicle is crashed, then I'll probably want to jump over to another vehicle. Will this vehicle get back into the race, or is it crashed and out?
I mean, from what you can tell with your limited knowledge of mechanics, it's still running. It's just temporarily crashed into this. And it just needs to kind of reverse and maneuver itself.
Okay. Let's see, what do I have? I'm going to... No, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so Gabe, you're now back in the cab with Fraser, feeling a little worse for wear, but otherwise able to do whatever you would like to do.
Sweet. I acquired a mirror earlier, and I'm going to attempt to blind.
Ooh.
Let's see. Blind I think that's the cab, right? That's behind us.
Behind you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to blind the cab driver.
Sure, no worries. Okay, so go ahead and make your roll.
5.
5. Okay, so as you reach out of the truck to attempt to blind the cab driver, you just get the angle slightly wrong. Thomas, there is a sudden blinding light flashing in your eyes as you try to aim with the shotgun. Thomas, you are going to take 4 points of blinding damage.
Oh no.
Gabe, anything else that you want to try and attempt?
No.
No, okay, you're good. So we're going to come to Thomas, currently blinded and unable to see anything, and heavily armed. What could go wrong? What would you like to do?
I'll be right back.
You know, I said before, I make horrible decisions. So despite not being able to see, I'm going to chuck a Molotov cocktail at that cab.
Okay, absolutely no problem. So I'm going to get you to roll twice, please, and take the lower roll.
That would be an 11.
An 11. Okay, so I mean, you don't fully hit it. What you do is you throw the Molotov cocktail. You just slightly misjudge the speed that the two vehicles are going, and it hits the floor, creating like a very small wall of fire that the cab drives. I don't know if I lost you there, Thomas, but I didn't hear anything. So just let me know if you've rolled.
Oh, I didn't hear you after.
Yeah, we got the wall of
the-
fire, and then that was it.
Yes. Go ahead and roll for damage. Roll your d6.
Okay. That's better. That's a 5.
Nice. Okay, so you do manage to do a little bit of damage as the London cab drives through this wall of fire, and momentarily the tyres are set alight, causing a little bit of destruction and mayhem. So that's going to take us back to the top of the round. The ice cream truck, currently still out in the lead. Maneuver back out, that is going to be its full movement, so unfortunately it doesn't get any further around the track. However, the driver is going to attempt to dislodge Spencer from the side of his vehicle at him. Spencer, I'm going to need you to do a roll for evasive maneuvers to avoid getting ice cream in the face.
Okay. I just sat back down again. I'm like, all right. 12.
Sorry, did you lose me again there?
Just for a
What?
second, yeah.
Yeah.
Just for a second. Okay. Yeah, Spencer, I need you to make a roll for evasion, please. So roll your d20.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did. It was a 12.
A 12. Okay, so you rather than evading the ice cream, it is a delicious soft serve. You welcome its presence and basically take a full mouthful of creamy ice cream treats. Gonna do the cab that's currently got its tires on fire. I keep getting those two mixed up, but I'm a crap DM, guys. I mean, this is you just get what you.
You're doing a
It's
great
gonna
job,
make
Holly.
It's
its
great.
movement 25 foot. So it bounces back to 15 foot. It's at the moment a bit of a 2-horse race between the two of you. The school bus, having manoeuvred its way over the ice cream, is going to move its 20 foot. And actually, the gap is now closing with the school bus as well. So you guys need to start moving out in front if you want to catch up with the ice cream truck. Top of the round then, Fraser, what would you like to do?
I would. I mean, I've kind of got this image of looking over and seeing Spencer just like ice cream on the chainsaw and just sort of like, having a little bit of a lick. So at the minute, I'm just wanting to like curse Spencer out because I'm super jealous. But I should probably keep going.
It's a good idea. Good idea.
So I think better of it, and I think, you know what, I'm just going to try and get as much speed into this corner as I possibly can and get into the right braking zone.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so go ahead and make your roll for moving your full 20 foot of movement.
Oh, guys, it's my full 20. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Natural 20?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, so full movement straight ahead. You actually pull out in front of the ice cream truck at this point. And Fraser, the sunglasses that you forgot you were wearing, you just flip them down as you drive past this ice cream truck, currently trying to back out of the barrier. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I think that what I would like to do is create some momentum for this corner by like taking the tire and chucking it out the window, because I feel like that will give me like it will be good if it hit the cars behind and like rubbished their corner up, but also it'll give me a nice little bit of momentum for swinging around. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chuck the tire out the window.
Okay, do you know what? I'm going to let this happen, even though technically that would be more of an action, purely because I like the imagery of Fraser believing he is strong enough as a human being to drive and throw a tyre out of a window. So
Yeah.
go ahead and make a roll for throwing a tyre out of a window, Fraser.
18.
18. Okay, so by some miraculous stroke of luck, you managed to lob an entire full-size tyre out of the cab window without hitting Gabe. Do you know what I'm going to say with that roll, Fraser? Where would you like it to be heading?
I would like it to be heading right at the windshield of the taxi cab.
Absolutely. Okay, so it slams onto the floor, bounces a few times, and ricochets up into the window of the taxi cab. Thomas, as damage dice person, please go ahead and roll for damage.
6.
Nice.
6. Okay.
Nice.
So the taxi cab now has a visual impairment as there is a giant tyre sticking through the centre of his windscreen as he tries to drive. Going to come to Spencer, currently with a face full of ice cream. What would you like to do?
How far away is the, just out of curiosity, how far away is the school bus from me?
Let me have a quick look. So at the moment, it's about 10 foot.
Oh, it's about 10 feet away. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot. Could I? So this next turn, the ice cream truck is going to be back in the race and going.
Yep.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Forget the school bus. I'm going to take the chainsaw and hit the front tire because I'm over on the driver's side, right? So
Yep.
can I reach that tire and hit it with the chainsaw?
You can certainly try. Go ahead and make a roll.
15?
15. With a 15, you manage to reach down and basically saw through the tyre. It fully flattens and explodes. Explodes on impact because that's what tyres do, obviously. So that is going to severely disable this ice cream truck, and that is going to drop it down to 15 feet of movement per turn. Anything you'd like to do for your bonus, Spencer?
Am I close enough to jump to the bus?
I would say probably not a jump. You could attempt
Okay.
to try and grapple something to it if you wanted to.
I don't think I have anything to do that.
Don't
Yeah.
forget you have a parachute.
Yes.
You could blind him with it.
I have the parachute and I have laxatives.
Putting those two things next to each other is just wild.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking, tell me if this would work as a bonus action or not, but I'm thinking, can I uncap the liquid laxatives and throw it in the face of the ice cream truck driver?
At this point, I'm going to say yes, you absolutely can.
Let's do it.
Go ahead and roll to see how many of these laxative tablets you get into the mouth.
If you guys want me to share my screen, I will. I swear to God, it just rolled a 20.
I completely trust in the process of this, as with a wild maniacal glint in his eye and a face full of melting ice cream, a chainsaw in one hand and laxatives in the other, Spencer tosses an entire bottle of tablets into the face of this driver, who just kind of momentarily begins to choke before his eyes begin to stream. And I'm going to say at this point, the ice cream truck is going to be out of the race for a couple of rounds as the driver squats over the barrier and completely empties the entirety of his bowels.
I think that's the new tagline for the Fantasy Files podcast, guys.
Okay. Gabe, I'm going to come to you as you look out the passenger seat window and see a very small ice cream truck driver squatting in the middle of the racetrack, shitting his bowels out. What would you like to do?
Oh. Let's see. Now Spencer's stranded, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently, yeah, for the next couple of rounds.
How far away is he from me?
So at the moment, currently, I'd say if you want to hop to another vehicle, your best bet is probably going to be... Actually, you know, it's pretty close. So I'd say either the bus or the London cab you could attempt to jump onto.
Is the grappling hook still connected to the ice cream truck?
To the
so
cab.
it's connected to the cab.
Oh, it's the cab?
cab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that could,
Yeah.
yeah, it's my turn. I don't really know what to do.
No, never mind. It's not. You guys
So
wouldn't be able to hear me from here, probably.
You wouldn't, but I'm going to jump in a little bit because I'm a good DM like that, and I like to make sure that people have got all the options in front of them. So don't get too stuck on your skill set. So don't purely think mechanics. You can attempt to do anything. It's if it's mechanically based, then you get an advantage to how difficult that.
For sure. Yeah. I'm trying to think, what I have inventory wise, and what I think I'm going to use my stick. And I'm going to try and launch it.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. So, javelin style, launching the stick. Go ahead and make a roll.
5.
5. Okay, so... Yeah, unfortunately, it's just not the right angle for you to be able to get this stick anywhere near this vehicle. But it's a valiant attempt, and it's it's slightly distracting for the other drivers momentarily. Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I'd like to point and laugh at the ice cream driver as he shits his brains out.
Okay, no worries. So I'm gonna say, okay, with a 2, he definitely is upset by the mockery. So Thomas, if you want to go ahead and roll some damage.
That's another 6.
Another 6. Okay. So I'm going to say this guy is so emotionally devastated that he's going to lose another turn before he can get back in his vehicle. Thomas, we're going to jump to you and your shotgun. What would you like to do?
I'm going to throw another Molotov at the cab.
Okay, I'm going to say your vision is fully recovered at this point. So go ahead and make your roll.
My vision is not fully recovered.
What did you roll?
1.
A 1. Okay, so as you attempt to throw out this Molotov cocktail towards the cab, it's at this point that you see Spencer starting to climb out the window of the ice cream truck once again. Spencer finds himself suddenly engulfed in flames as you take 6 points of damage, Spencer, from the Molotov cocktail that your own teammate just threw at you.
Now, out of curiosity, with the ice cream truck driver and the laxatives, I'd imagine there's all sorts of other natural gases in the air that might combust.
Yeah, I mean, that's very likely. I don't know how you're going to use that to your advantage, but you can feel free to explain it to me.
It's just, there's just everything back there is engulfed in flames.
Yeah, it's a very small, very contained fireball. Yeah, there's a lot of fire. Okay, so the cab now is going to take its turn, and the driver's going to attempt to dislodge the grappling hook so it can actually take its full movement. That is a 12, so I'm going to say that it is now dislodged from the grappling hook. The grappling hook is now trailing along behind you, which means the cab gets its full movement back of 25 foot. So it is going to head out in front of you as it now takes first place. The school bus, trailing behind ever so slightly, is going to maneuver around the ice cream truck and the guy who is shitting on the track. to start coming up behind you. As it does, the school bus, the driver, finds a very large, heavy encyclopedia of facts that a child has left behind. He's going to attempt to lob it at Thomas. That is going to be a 2. It's going to miss as it sails past your head, Thomas. You will not be felled by learning today. The ice cream truck is going to miss another go because the driver is currently shitting on the road. So that's going to bring us back to Fraser. London cab just pulled out in front. What are you doing?
I was going to use the grappling hook and try and sort of swerve the cab into the bus, but now that plan has failed because he's got free. So I am fuming with the cab.
Can
So
I yell, throw it to me?
Yeah, so I am basically just gonna sort of like try and like ram into the back of the cab as I'm going around this corner because I'm just super mad at it. Try and spin it out that way. Is that okay?
Absolutely, go for it. Make your roll.
13.
13. Okay, so with a 13, you get 20 foot of your full movement as you come round the side of this London cab, and you manage to just clip it enough to push it ever so slightly towards the barrier, and you scoot out in front once again to take the lead. Anything else from you, Fraser?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my sunglasses, sort of like in a very cool position, because I'd already done one of those. So I'm just going to sort of like readjust them, just check the mirror. And then I'm going to sort of like remove them and just give it like a cheeky like wink like that. And then I'm going to put them back on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very smooth. So you did clip the cab. So Thomas, if you want to roll damage.
2.
A 2. Okay.
Cat's been taking a beating though.
So the cab's it's looking pretty rough. It looks like it's seen some action. However, we're going to come to Spencer now, who is currently deciding which vehicle you're going to try and attempt to get into.
So am I close enough to the bus to get on it in any way without equipment?
So all this is happening simultaneously. So where you were when we left off, you were basically pretty much right on top of either the cab or the school bus. So you could attempt to get on either.
Okay.
I would say at the moment the cab's looking pretty rough. The school bus hasn't really taken much damage yet.
Yeah. I will Okay, yeah, I'll hop on the school bus.
No worries. So just roll your dice to see if you can manage to jump onto it successfully.
19. Jesus Christ.
19.
I've been getting some good rolls.
As the school bus drives past, you manage to reach out and you just grab one of the I guess they're called guardrails, aren't they? For at the door, essentially, where you get in, you grab like the little, the pole thing. You know what I mean. You grab that, spin around it, and just land inside the cab, pretty much straight next to the driver.
Okay. Bonus action. Can I throw the traffic cone at his face to try to distract him or momentarily blind him or something?
Sure, why not? I mean, we're going real loose with the rules here, so go ahead and make a roll for traffic cone attack.
13.
13. Okay, so with a 13, you manage to just kind of throw the traffic cone so it rolls beneath his feet, wedges between the floor of the bus and the accelerator, slowing him down ever so slightly. Gabe, what are you up to while this is going on?
I'm going to lean out the window and start reeling in that winch, or that whatever it's called.
Yep. Okay, so going for the grappling hook.
Yep. See if I can get that in, all the way back up to Thomas.
Sure. Go ahead and make a roll to see how much of it you get back.
15.
15. Yep, you get the entirety of the rope and grappling hook back, and you're able to do whatever you want with it.
Cool. I'm assuming like throwing it would be an action, not a bonus action.
I mean, at this point, we're really freewheeling it. All the rules.
Okay.
This is anarchy. This is anarchy. So go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna try and throw it at the bus.
Throw it at the bus. No worries. Make a roll for me.
17.
17. Okay, so you successfully managed to get the grappling hook. You're going onto the bus, yeah?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so you just managed to get it onto, again, it catches the mirror, and you've made that tether connection. That's going to be your turn though. So Thomas, we're going to come to you. You see this happen, so you can now see that there is a connecting line between the bus and yourselves.
All right. I have one more Molotov left, so I may as well try to finish off that cab.
Absolutely, go for it.
I did it again.
One thing.
Natural one. Okay, so as you go to throw the Molotov cocktail, unfortunately, you really mistime it, and as Gabe is pulling in the grappling hook, it just slips out of your hands, and what happens is the grappling hook and rope is engulfed in flame, and as you pull it through the window, it just starts to disintegrate into ash, and unfortunately, you have now lost that.
Gotcha.
So, it was good. It was attached for about 3 seconds to the school.
That's good. I was trying to think of Spencer giving him an out after he crashes the school bus or something.
Logic has no place here whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cab itself, it's going to take its movement. It's going to attempt to get around you, and that is going to be 10. 20 for the movements. It pulls out again in front, taking the lead. The school bus, which now is at disadvantage, is going to get half movement, so it's going to have 10 foot. And the ice cream truck is currently still out of the race, as the driver is now desperately trying to clean up his own mess before the health and safety inspectors turn up. So that brings us back to Fraser in the driving seat.
So I'm going to make the turn, and I'm going to do it real sweet. So yeah, this is quite a tricky maneuver though, getting around this corner and still keeping the speed up. So yeah, but that's all I can do. That's my job, right? Just drive the car. So
Hells yeah.
I'm going to roll for... Oh.
No.
I got a 3.
A 3. Okay, so unfortunately, the sunglasses at this point start to hinder you as you drive into a less well lit part of the arena, and your vision just suddenly gets impaired momentarily, and your 20 foot of movement is going to take you directly into this barrier here, and you are going to take 5 points of damage to your vehicle.
Okay, so we're on 32 points, guys.
Anything else from you, Fraser?
I think I'm gonna slam my fist on the wheel in frustration, and take the sunglasses and throw them at the taxi cab.
Okay. go ahead and roll for sunglass missiles.
That's a 6.
A 6. You're so upset, Fraser. The rage has consumed you, and unfortunately, as you throw the sunglasses out of the window, you forget that your window's closed, and it just bounces back and hits you in the head. And Fraser, you're going to take 1 point of sunglasses damage. Spencer, then. I assume not. Spencer, what are you doing in the school bus?
Can I take the rubber hose that I have and try to kind of garrote the driver?
Absolutely, you can. So you remove the rubber hose that you've been wearing like a bandolier, Rambo style, and go to basically toss it over the back of the seat. Go ahead and make your roll for me to see if you get this guy. I'm gonna roll as well to
7.
try and evade this. A 7. I got a 2. So
Oh,
you successfully managed to get this length of rubber hose round the throat of the school bus driver, who is a sweet, friendly old man, nearing retirement age. You pull back into the seat and just begin to choke the life out of him. Go ahead and Thomas, roll me some damage, please, for the school bus as it starts to careen wildly out of control.
That's a 6.
A 6. Okay, so the school bus is currently weaving all over the track as the driver fights for his life. Gabe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attempt to climb into the bed of the monster truck.
Yeah, no problem. Roll to see if you can manage to do that without falling off.
13.
13. Okay, it's not a particularly elegant exit, dismount, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, you can climb out of the window and into the back of the truck, so that you're basically standing just below Thomas. So he's kind of on the roof, and then you're just a little bit further down.
Cool. And then a bonus action, I'd like to look at the cab and see if there are any weak points that I can notice.
Sure, go ahead and make another roll.
That's a good idea.
8.
8. Okay, so I mean the most obvious one that you can see at the moment, it probably wouldn't take any mechanical skill, is the fact that there is a enormous tire sticking in the middle of the windshield, which could be used to your advantage in some way. Thomas, what are you currently doing?
I think our main thing is taking out that cab.
Yep.
And my aim has been awful, but I do have a stick of dynamite. So I'm going to try to chuck it in front of the cab a little bit so it either lands on the windshield or just in front of it so it explodes underneath it.
Sure, go for it.
That's a 15. That's much better.
Nice.
15. Okay, so for a 15, I'm going to say it's absolutely going to hit. Your aim has suddenly miraculously improved. I'm going to let you roll twice for damage on that.
That's a 1 and a 2.
Oh, okay. So 3 points of damage to the cab. As the cab as it basically runs over the explosion as the dynamite is ignited. You see it lift into the air and come back down again, and the 2 back tires just completely flatten. So that is going to take the cab's movement down to 15 feet per turn. Yeah, it's looking fucked. Basically, it's points.
What's the how many hit points does the cab have?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you don't know. You can roll on your turn to assess damage if you want to.
Okay.
So it's going to be the cab's turn now anyway. So it's basically going to take its 15 feet of movement to try and get the fuck away from you. The bus then, currently the driver is fighting for his life, so I'm going to say that he's going to take half speed because he's currently swerving all over the place. So that's going to be 10 foot of movement. So at the moment you guys have a pretty significant advantage on movement if Fraser can manage to keep the car in a straight line. Ice cream truck still out of the game as the driver is taking on hydration through IV bags given to him by the pit crew as they attempt to get him back up and running. Fraser, what would you like to do as driver?
I'm going to think of all the Mad Max movies that I've ever seen, and I'm going to try and floor it.
Okay.
13.
13, yeah, I mean, with a 13, with your driving skills, that's no problem. It is a straight shoot, full movement of 20 foot, up to pretty much within I think that was 25 foot, but basically past the cab, which is limping along. Would you like to do anything else, Fraser?
Yeah, I remember back when I was first out in the apocalypse and running away from like the hellhounds on the Badlands. And I used to ride a
times.
motorbike. Oh yeah, great times. Used to ride a motorbike, and I was never felt so like in the zone as when I had like a motorbike helmet. So what I would like to do is I would like to shout up to Thomas, throw me your motorbike helmet, because I feel like if I've got that on, then nothing's gonna catch us, and I'm just gonna be able to get away. So I'm shouting to Thomas, chuck us the helmet.
Sure. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Throwing a motorcycle helmet at a driver of a moving vehicle. But first, we're going to go to Spencer. Spencer, you are currently attempting to murder an old man. What would you like to do?
You're muted.
Oh,
Sorry, no, I was muted. Sorry.
okay. Yeah.
So while I got the garrote in one hand, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna reach up and grab the wheel and try to pull him into the wall at the south side here.
No worries. Okay, go ahead, make your roll.
17. Holy shit.
17. Okay, so you successfully ram the school bus basically head on into the barrier. Thomas, go ahead and roll some damage for me, please.
4.
4. Okay, and at this point, the bus driver completely loses consciousness. The engine is still running, but the driver is slumped over in the seat. Spencer, anything else you'd like to do?
As a bonus action, can I not move or anything, but just pull him out of the seat and me sit in the seat?
Absolutely, you can. So you are now in the driving seat of the school bus. Gabe, what would you like to do on your turn?
I'd like to assess the damage of the cab.
Absolutely, go for it.
12.
12. Okay, so with your mechanical know-how, you would pretty much guess that if you can focus your fire on this, it's not going to last more than another 2 rounds before it's going to be out. It is on its last legs.
Sweet. Bonus action, I'm going to turn to Thomas and give him a thumbs up because he's doing a great job.
Excellent. Do you know what I'm going to say? Because of that, Thomas, you can have 2 points back because you've just been given that little boost that you didn't know you needed.
Nice.
In the meantime, Fraser is shouting at you for the motorcycle helmet. What would you like to do?
Well, my confidence has been boosted, so I'm gonna, toss Fraser the motorcycle helmet. I don't need that anymore. And then
Sure.
I am going to step to the edge of the truck and jump off onto the cab with the fire extinguisher and blast it into the driver's face as I land.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to ask, because you're currently tethered to the roof of this vehicle, are you going to remain tethered to it, or are you completely disengaging?
I figure it's duct tape. I'm just going to rip my feet up and tear it off. Yep.
Okay.
Jumping away.
You're jumping ship, no worries. So I need you to roll for me to see if you can get the motorcycle helmet to Fraser, and then roll again to see if you can dismount the truck.
So that's a 9 for the motorcycle helmet.
Okay, so the motorcycle helmet comes through the window, hits Gabe in the face. No, you're in the cab.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Okay, in that case, it's going to hit Fraser in the face.
Oh no!
No.
Fraser, you're going to take three points of damage from the motorcycle helmet. Thomas, what did you roll for dismounting?
That one's an 8.
An 8.
Oh no!
So, as you attempt to dismount and rip the duct tape, this stuff's actually a lot stronger than you think it is, and you're essentially stuck at the moment. You can't get out. It's almost like spider webbing. So you're going to have to wait to try and attempt that again if you want. You secured yourself a bit too well. That's unfortunate. So the cab is going to attempt to move away from you because it's scared to shit of you guys at this point. I mean, this poor cab driver is just terrified. You've already murdered 2 people as it moves up once again in front of you. The bus still stuck on the barriers with Spencer now driving. Spencer, I'm going to say you can take over rolling for this. So go ahead and roll to see how well you drive this thing.
Dude, I got a 20.
A 20. Okay. So
I feel like I need to use a different app. I feel like I'm rolling too well. I feel bad.
Hey, no, I mean, Frasier's more than making up for it. I mean, pretty much everyone is. Okay, so you've got 20 foot of movement as you start to make your way up, round, catching up with your comrades in the monster truck. Frasier, just been hit in the head with a motorcycle helmet. You're feeling a little dazed. What would you like to do?
I would like to put the motorcycle helmet on so I can pretend like what I went for with a Wolverine haircut doesn't just look like a Jimmy Neutron haircut. And then I'm gonna get in the zone and I'm gonna floor it.
Okay, no worries. So go ahead and roll to try and get this motorcycle helmet on and get into your Zen zone.
18.
18. Okay, so the
good.
motorcycle helmet is on, and immediately the sensory deprivation that you get, it just cuts out all of the noise around you as you just focus entirely. Go ahead and make me a roll, and I'm going to say because you are so focused, you're going to get an extra 5 foot of movement here.
20.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
So we are going a full 25 foot, pulling out ahead into pole position once more. Frasier, I'm going to say that that's your entire turn because motorcycle helmet and getting in the Zen zone, I think it's quite a lot.
Can't
Spencer,
I howl?
Sure. Well, if you actually howl, yes, you can.
Oh! Yes.
Amazing.
Feels
Amazing.
good.
Spencer, driving the school bus, what would you like to do?
Okay, so let's see. I mean, I don't want the school bus to win, but I would like to try to catch up to my friends up there, or maybe try to ram the other guy if I can get close enough. But I don't have do I have movement this turn, or did that just happen? Has that already happened?
No, so you have 20 foot of movement. So at this point
Okay.
you can get sorry, it's just gone a bit weird on my screen. So you're going to be able to get, I'll say that you can get up just behind the taxi cab if you want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drive up to the taxi cab, get right behind him, and then just kind of check on the guy that's on the floor, just kind of look to the side to see if he's waking up anytime soon.
Sure. Okay, so make me a roll for driving to see if you can manage to basically get this taxi cab. Yeah.
Okay. I'm using a different app now so that it's not so... I felt like I was getting too many good rolls in a row. I did just roll an 18, though.
18. Okay, so with an 18, you pretty much maneuver this school bus like a battering ram towards this taxi cab.
Nice.
And you manage to hit the back of it. Thomas, go ahead and roll damage for this thing.
3.
3. Okay, so at this point, almost the entire back section of this cab just falls away, and you can see the driver looking behind him as he now has half a car left, the engine fully exposed. This is definitely how cars work, guys. Looking at the guy on the floor, the little old man, he still appears to be unconscious at the moment. So you are okay, you're in the clear there. Gabe, coming back to you, from where you are, I would say that you definitely can see that the taxi cab has sustained some more damage.
Yep. So I want to, I'm gonna fold the tailgate down on the truck, lay down and try and remove the hitch from the truck.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll. See if you are successful.
13.
13. Okay, so what is it that you're trying to achieve with this? Are you trying to make an obstacle, or are you trying to...
I want to try and launch it at the driver.
Okay, so you're launching it at the car rather than trying to drop it on the ground kind of thing. Yeah, okay.
I wasn't sure if I could do that with those both in one turn, but...
I mean, I'm just...
You're probably getting tired. You go to sleep.
She's like, whatever gets me the fuck out of here.
I want to try and throw it at the driver.
You get more than
Absolutely.
a 1, and the cap's done, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to let you do that as a bonus action. Go ahead and make a roll for it, just because I want to see
got
this.
A 19.
19. Okay, so as you throw this thing, it actually hits the windscreen where the tire is. The tire goes through into the face of the driver, knocking him out cold. This black cab careens into the mechanics pit where all the mechanics scatter out of the way. The black cab is now out of the race, which leaves you, the technically the ice cream truck, even though he's quite a distance behind, and the school bus, which is being driven by Spencer. So, in a weird twist of fate, you are actually now competing with Spencer as the driver of the other truck. Thomas, what would you like to do with your turn?
I guess I'm gonna shoot Spencer. No, I'm gonna sit down.
Sure. Okay.
Relax.
Yeah. Why not? Roll for sitting.
Oh shit! I'm gonna fuck this up. No, I got a 14. I'm good at that.
14. You sit down really well. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I'm good. Oh,
You're good. Okay.
hey, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is now going to be a 2-horse race for the rest of this session because the ice cream truck driver is just in a really bad way, and the cab driver is currently unconscious with a face full of tyre. So, Spencer, we're going to come to you. We're going to slightly change how we do things. So, make a roll, please, to see how well you manage to manoeuvre the school bus.
Okay.
And then you can let me know if you want to do anything specific.
I got a 5.
A 5. Okay, so this time round, you basically have to try and maneuver your way around the cab. So I'm going to say you're going to get half movement, which is going to give you 10 foot to there. Is there anything you specifically like to do?
I'll give a thumbs up to Thomas and Gabe on the back of that truck.
No problem. Yeah, no, I'm not going to make you roll for thumbs up. That would be ridiculous. Back in the monster truck, then, Fraser. What would you like to do?
I'm feeling so confident. I want to take whatever is left of the gas canister, put it on the accelerator, tie the hose up to the steering wheel, and climb out of the thing and go, woo! Because we practically won this race.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, Fraser, go ahead and make a roll, please, for this absolute nonsense.
That's gotta be with disadvantage. Like
it's a 14.
A 14. Okay, I mean, Fraser is an expert driver, and the thing is, not only is he an expert driver, he has taken numerous courses in stunt driving, so he knows what he's doing. So, as you manage to pull off this absolutely crazy stunt and move the full 20 foot of movement that you have, Fraser, you're now on the roof of this vehicle. Yeah. There's nobody steering, and you are coming up to a bend before the finish line. But whatever.
Can my bonus action be to get back in the car?
Please let me back in the car. This Absolutely. Was a horrible idea.
I'm going to make you roll for it, Fraser.
Oh, it's an 11.
Oh no, it's the consequences of my actions. So, what I'm going to say, Fraser, is that unfortunately, on this turn, because this is your bonus action, you're not able to get fully into the cab, but what you're able to do is you're able to lie down on the roof, put your arms through the window and grab the steering wheel to steer from the roof. In the meantime, Gabe, what would you like to do?
Well, I was just gonna sit down like Thomas, but now I'm gonna hold on to the driver to make sure he doesn't fall. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you're gonna grab hold of Fraser. So roll to grab hold of Fraser.
Jeez. 19.
19. Okay, so you actually do manage to reach up and you grab hold of his ankles and you manage to secure him. So, Fraser, you're currently lying flat out across the top of the cab, reaching in to drive from the rooftop as Gabe holds you by the ankles. Thomas, are you just sitting down and just chilling?
Just watching.
I
this
guess
nonsense.
so. I feel like I should do something with this fire extinguisher, but I'll just chill for now.
Crack open one of the Bud Lights. You know.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
Okay, so this is absolute bullshit that is happening now. Spencer, in the school bus, what would you like to do?
I guess just roll to keep moving forward. I don't think there's nothing really too interesting that I could do with the cab, because that's probably on fire. There's nothing there that I could steal. So yeah, I guess I'll just keep going forward.
No worries. So make a roll just to see how successfully you maneuver.
It's an 8.
An 8. Okay, so you do manage to go forward, but unfortunately, as you do, you start to drift ever so slightly towards this barrier. But you are catching up on them. So guys in the monster truck, or should I say guys outside of the monster truck, Fraser, what would you like to do?
Nobody's inside the vehicle. No one.
I would like. Okay, there are things I would like to do, but I suddenly realise that I made a terrible mistake. Probably celebrated too early. So I'm gonna attempt to use Gabe's sort of stabilizing sort of yeah.
Yep.
To it, like, what's the word? Impact,
Drive.
I guess. Yeah. To sort of to get back into the car and just get ready to take the corner. Because I mean, I could do it with the things, but it's just going to be easier with my hands. So.
Okay, no worries. So with the firm grip of Gabe's mechanic hands, you feel yourself in a place of psychological safety. So go ahead and make your roll, Fraser.
To 17.
17. Okay, so with that, I'll say that you managed to get back into position and you make your full 20 feet of movement as you come up to the last turn of this race, and you can see the crowd are now absolutely fixated on what is happening. They are shocked, they are awed, they are in some senses horrified by what is going on. Gabe, what would you like to do?
I would like to sit down and pray that nothing bad happens. That's all.
Okay.
Do we have divine intervention, or like what's the resource clerics use?
I am gonna say go ahead and make a roll to see if anyone is listening to your heartfelt prayer.
Okay, I like that. It's an 11.
An 11. Okay, so you're not entirely sure if God has heard this or any other kind of deity, depending on what your particular own beliefs are. But suddenly, from somewhere in the crowd, a bag of nacho chips and a 6-pack of actual Budweiser lands in the cab with you.
Yes.
Anything else from you, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm gonna crack one of those open with Thomas.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like I don't need to ask this now, but Thomas, what would you like to do as an action?
I'm going to drink one of those beers that Gabe passed to me, and I guess untie my feet finally.
Absolutely,
That's
no
just
worries.
a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're currently sat eating chips, drinking beers in the back of the cab. Meanwhile, we'll go back to Spencer in the yellow bus. I'm assuming you're just going to floor it.
Yeah, floor it. Try to get a little bit away from the barrier. Yeah, I rolled a 17.
Okay. 17, yeah, absolutely no problem. You basically are coming up right behind the rest of the guys in the monster truck as you approach this final bend. Coming back to Fraser then, in the driving seat. Fraser, what would you like to do?
I'm going to try and signal to Spencer that he should stop the bus. Because I don't know why he's trying to catch
Yep,
up with us.
that's a good idea. I was thinking the same thing. Why is he even driving it? We're gonna win.
Because surely it would be better if he just like lit it on fire or like put the chainsaw into the engine. But instead he's racing us. So I'm going to say, Spencer, stop while I take this corner, right? I'm going to try and take the corner.
No worries. Go ahead and make your roll then, Fraser.
Oh no, it's an 8.
An 8. Okay, so as you take this, as you approach the corner, you look around and you signal to Spencer to stop, and you see the look of determination on Spencer's face, and you are so hurt and wounded by this betrayal from your teammates that unfortunately you're just going to slam into the side
Oh,
of this
no.
and
Look what
take
you did,
5
Spencer.
points of damage.
Oh my god.
It's all your fault, Spencer.
Right, I have no idea where we are with this, so I'm going to go over to Gabe because I've completely lost track of what we're doing now.
I'm gonna drink another beer.
Okay. Please roll to see how well this goes for you.
Okay. A 5.
Okay, so the thing you guys might not know about Gabe is that he's a really, really lightweight drinker. So after 2 cans of Budweiser, he feels the rumbling in the stomach.
Oh, no.
As the chips begin to come back up again, and Gabe, you just lean over the side of the cab and just leave a trail of vomit along the side of the racetrack. Thomas, what about you?
I mean, I'm just gonna have another beer too.
Same roll then, please.
Oh no, you got
Oh, no.
I fucking won again.
Okay, so unfortunately, what you guys might not know about Thomas is that the sight of someone else vomiting makes him vomit. So essentially, as you come to this last corner of the race, you've got Gabe hanging over one side of the truck, Thomas hanging over the other side, as they like ping pong vomit at each other. It's gross. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So
It's like the Family Guy, like epic packs.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Spencer, do you want to go ahead and make your roll for maneuvering this school bus?
I got a 10. And if
A 10?
can
Okay.
I get close enough to them to have them hop onto the school bus? And if they don't want to hop onto the school bus, then fine, I'll just keep going. I'm giving them the chance.
Okay, yeah, no, I get you. So with a 10, you actually go to try and get close enough to the monster truck, but instead you actually hit it. So
fucking
you are going to take 6 points of damage, and the monster truck is going to take 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, this truck's probably looking a little bit fucked at this point.
Yeah, we're on 22 hit points.
So this is going to probably be pretty much the final turn now as we go around this corner. So I'm going to give you the option. Spencer has extended the hand of friendship to you. Would you like to change vehicles to go over the finish line, or would you like to compete against him?
Here's what I'm feeling, right? I want to get out and punch Spencer in the face. Right? However, right? That was the first bus that I ever ran somebody down in, so I do have a very sweet spot for it.
I think we can beat him.
You think we can beat him?
I think we can beat him.
You think we can take the bus?
We got more movement.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I want to listen to someone who's chucking guts.
That's fair. It's a fair point.
Like, you're so hammered, Gabe. Like, of course you think we can beat him.
That's true.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give each of you an individual choice as to whose vehicle you would like to be in, Spencer's or Fraser's. So, Fraser, are you staying in your own vehicle?
No, I'm going on Spencer's.
Okay, well, I guess we're all going on Spencer's.
If the driver goes, I feel like we should too.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do with my action thing is I would like to pull Spencer out of the bus and throw him into the barriers.
Yes.
You want to carjack Spencer.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
I fully support and encourage that.
Go ahead and roll for carjacking.
Roll for carjacking is a new one.
It's a 2.
Oh no!
So, Spencer, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay. I got a 19.
19. Okay, so in this pinnacle of the race, this last moment, Fraser decides to leave his driving seat, get out, and attempt to go over to carjack Spencer. Spencer, seeing Fraser coming, you slam the school bus doors shut, give the one finger to him as you speed off, leaving the monster truck with nobody to drive it and 2 pissed up guys in the back of the cab. As alone, Spencer sails over the finish line as the winner of this race. The crowd goes wild. There is screaming, there's shouting. Women are just throwing their pants at you. It is crazy. As the organisers of the race come over to you, Spencer, congratulate you and hand you your prize, a lifetime supply of Bud Light. And that brings to a close our visit to the dripping exhaust pipe complex. And what I can only describe as absolute madness.
I knew we should never have trusted that.
So mad.
Oh my god.
I feel like just to wrap this up, I've got a couple of little questions I just want to ask you guys just to get your takes on things. So question number 1 is, I would like to know if everyone playing tonight, who do you feel made the best decisions?
Well, I don't know.
I'm gonna say Thomas, probably.
I think Thomas is sort of like trying to befriend the dogs.
Yeah.
And it going so wrong and continuing to try. And then being blind and continuing to throw things has really opened my eyes to like the power of determination. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give up.
yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. And I feel like I already know the answer to this, but my other question for you is, who do we feel made the worst decisions tonight?
Fraser. I think he's at the top of the thing under the DM up there. I gotta admit though, it was pretty awesome. As the bad decision goes, it was pretty sweet.
I mean, the worst decisions lead to the best RPGs in my experience.
Right.
I mean, it's just been an absolute blast. I appreciate you guys trusting me to take you through, this game, even though we really didn't stick to many of the rules that we laid out. It was really fun. I want to go round and just give everyone a little chance to pitch any projects that you've got coming up or talk about anything that you want to mention. So, Fraser, if we start with you, what have you got coming up?
Well, we at Spotlight Indie have got the Shrewsbury event on May 23rd. So yeah, be there in person at the Flax Mills in Shrewsbury, and yeah, you will get to meet, and I will take you for a drive and show you that maneuver in real life.
Yeah.
Please
so-
don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the main thing that's coming up for me, and I cannot wait for it.
Awesome. It's going to be so much fun. Spencer, what have you guys got coming up?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, Gabe and I are part of the Fantasy Files podcast, and just last night I wrapped up my big Baldur's Gate 3 live stream series where I play as Harry Dresden from the Dresden Files in Baldur's Gate. So I'll be filing all of that into a playlist for everybody so they can go back and watch that. So that should be up today or whenever you're seeing this. And then next week, Gabe and Sam and I are reading The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. So we'll be discussing that. So we'll have an episode on that fairly soon. And that's
Awesome.
on YouTube, Fantasy Files Podcast.
Excellent. I mean, I'm assuming that Spencer's covered anything. Gabe, anything that you want to add about anything you've got going on?
Well, he's in charge.
No worries. And Thomas, let people know what you've got coming up.
I've got my zine coming out May 22nd. That's the short story and cassette tape. And you can get that at revoltingpeasantpress.itch.io. And you can get my other books there too. I got my Vermin of the Old Empire series up on there. And my other series, Fall of Emrose, will be up there soon.
Awesome. So this has been live for our Patreon members. If you've been watching tonight, I know there's been a couple of people on. Thank you for supporting us. If you're watching this later on the YouTube channel, please do go and check out the Patreon. We've got loads of cool extra goodies on there, and you can come and join live events like this and get involved in the chat. But we will love you and leave you as we climb once again into our battered vehicles and drive off into the sunset. Thank you so much, and we will see you again another time. Bye-bye.
You can find the link to our Patreon in the description. We currently have 2 live streams coming up next week on the 26th and 28th of June. On the 26th of June, the panel will be about finding opportunities for author collaboration, co-authoring and getting involved in anthologies and finding the right writing partners. And on the 28th of June, it will be about trading at live events. Join us for this exclusive content and even more at our Patreon.